Did it work?
It did work. We're
It
live.
worked?
Hi,
Oh my god.
everyone.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
I'm gonna move really fast so you can't see my hands moving. Wah! Anyway,
Do that too.
welcome back to Initiative Impossible. We're back doing the Curse of Strahd. I'm super excited tonight. It's gonna be a great time. We have with us Rude, we got RJ, we got Jayla, we got Josh, and as always, I am the forever DM, Brian. Just kidding. But for Strahd, I'm really excited because it's getting close to the end game. So.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Spoiler.
We don't have all the stuff.
Oh no, you don't? You guys made some pretty crazy choices lately that told me you did.
You haven't seen anything yet.
I'm just kidding. So we were talking about this off camera, but on camera, just not live. That you guys are aware of the current situation. There is currently a knife being held to Zildred's throat. You've made it inside the Abbey. You had a tussle with Ryan Gosling, also known as the Abbot. It went well for you guys, but unfortunately, in taking out the Abbot, his control over the mongrel folks he had created went AWOL, and now they're just kind of scrambling all crazy like outside, and you guys don't want to deal with that. You found someone else who was just too intoxicated to really be aware of what's happening, and you sent him to his death.
Yeah, that bad decisions were made.
But you made sure to also barricade the door so they can't get in at the moment. So at least at that, you were smart about that. And you climbed up to the top. You've walked around the outside edge. You went into a room, and that's where you have currently met a female figure currently holding a blade to Zildred's neck. So, anything else that I might have missed? Do you guys want to say or do beforehand?
We also looted the place. You know,
you did loot the place. You guys are very good at that. You make sure to look for everything.
You know, making it clear that after we entered this abbey, we killed the abbot, and then also took everything that wasn't nailed down and looked slightly valuable. You know, just let's
standard adventure stuff. If
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda and other RPGs have taught us well, is to always search the room after you're done to be sure. Leave no stone unturned, right?
And also walk into people's houses without an invitation and just start searching their stuff for loose change.
Well, we're not vampires. We don't need invitations, so.
Just loot dead bodies, check pockets, all of us.
That's at least Elder Scrolls what's taught me.
We just need a jug or something to put on their heads.
That's why I laughed at that meme. Like, my father told me not to talk to strangers, but you look trustworthy. And the guy's like in this dark death, like armor. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you get that armor by using the hearts of demons. So technically, you're killing the demons to make your armor.
Oh, okay. So we'll see. There you go. So I mean, you can't be trustworthy. You're killing demons, so
yeah,
it makes you look a little
evil. Of course,
evil.
you also find it in demon realms. So
the swag. Good point. Dragonkin. Dova. Am I saying that right? I don't know. It's been a while since I played Skyrim.
Dovakin?
Right.
Yeah.
Dovakin. Thank you. Yes, Dovakin. Fusroda and all that jazz.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back into it. So currently, you are being held, Zildred, at knife point by a mysterious woman who is currently looking at you. It's just like, what are you doing here? Who sent you? Was it Strahd?
She like behind me, or is she in front of me? Like,
oh, she's in front of you. When you open that door, she was ready.
And whoa, and I put my hands up, like, stay your blade.
Roll for persuasion, please.
Oh no.
Oh, I got a pretty good persuasion.
Oh yeah, he should have some charisma at least.
Let's get persuasive. 16.
Ooh.
Okay. She holds back the blade a little bit. It's kind of like, oh, I have been here for some time, and I am well aware of the company which I keep currently. So, either you with that evil vampire, or you are against him. Which is it?
We are against him.
Yep,
You're definitely not a fan.
We have no love for vampires.
Indeed. Okay. I shall trust you for now. And she puts away her blade. I apologize, but I am well aware of the abbot and what is going on here, and I actually came here seeking help to slay the evil vampire Strahd. I myself am a vampire hunter. My name is Esmeralda de Avenir.
Ooh.
Gesundheit.
She looks pretty puzzled when you say that. I came here seeking help from the abbot in destroying Strahd, but once I saw his plan for that fake bride, I knew it was going to be trouble, so I really wanted no part. But in telling me that Strahd was to come here to meet her, I was planning an ambush to actually strike at him at some point. But now I am not so sure if they will show up. If I heard from the scuffle downstairs, I take it the abbot is no more?
Oh, yeah, that was the whole thing that, yeah, that,
Hmm?
yeah.
Yeah, he is no more.
Yeah.
We gave him release.
Well, I'm glad you released him. I guess I thought he was a crazy man to begin with, but I was hoping that by doing this, I could get my hands close to Strahd, away from his home. But alas, it is no use. So I will have to come up with a new plan. So you are also after that bastard Strahd, eh? What part do you have in all of this?
Well, there's this lady that Strahd really wants to get his hands on, so we're kind of trying to
Yes, the
help
bride. I
her
know.
get away from him, but yeah, we're not doing so great on that. Yeah,
Indeed, I can
we kind of
understand.
thought she'd be safe here, but this place is like the opposite of safe.
Oh no, I definitely agree. This is definitely not a place you would want to bring someone. You'd have to be crazy to try that.
Yeah.
So, when I hear the mongrel folks barking outside, something happened to them. They were so peaceful and very timid when I first got here. What has happened?
Once the father was released, uh, they kind of went mad.
Indeed. That being the case, then we must try to make a way out here very soon. Some of them not aware, but I'm pretty sure they walls and things like that are of no use. So I myself, if the Strahd is not coming here, I am going to leave. I plan on making my assault on Strahd as soon as possible. I actually have a wagon station not far from here that I have multiple things to use in order to take Strahd down. You are welcome to accompany me if you like. If not, I will leave you at this point and I will bid you farewell.
Mhm.
Well, I wouldn't say no to another hunter against this Strahd fella.
That one keeps changing his voice. Are you sure he's not the creature of the enemy? And
No,
she
no,
puts her hand back on her blade.
he's fine. He's fine. He's with us.
Oh, no, okay. I will trust you for now. And she holsters her blade.
What kind of things do you have against Strahd? I'm curious.
Just a little about myself. My apologies. But I myself am a vampire hunter. I traveled with Van Richter, known as a famous vampire hunter in this land. We have been trying to fight Strahd for some time now, so I have many items against the enemy back at our tower. But we must reach there. I came here on horse at first to try and make some type of plan with the abbot, but then once seeing the sight he was all the things he was doing, I want to wipe my hands free from it. I actually was going to plan an ambush from this room. Roll perception in the room right now.
13?
8. Wow.
One.
I also got a 13.
Wow. Mordecai, Zildred, everyone else is just kind of like studying her over, not quite sure what to make of her, especially after everything is witnessed so far within the Abbey. But you two notice that she's got some type of protection circle starting around where she's currently standing. So Interestingly enough, she's got some type of salt or something down, and it's just like a ring kind of by her feet, but not quite closed yet.
Investigate this ring.
Sure, if you like.
Oh, 21.
Wow.
It's got some interesting magical properties. Like it looks to be some type of like powder that you would use in order of like a ring of protection, in a sense.
I take a little bit of the powder, not enough to break the circle, but I put it on my tongue.
She slaps your hand away.
Why'd you do that?
This is mine. Don't touch.
What is
You
it?
don't mess. It's a magical powder. It's used for protection, or it can also trap as well.
This isn't like a powder from another campaign, is it, Brian?
No,
With
not that kind of powder.
raccoons?
With raccoons?
No, it's not that powder.
It's
I know
not
we
a
watched
product.
Redfield, but it's not that. It's not nose candy, okay? This actually does have magical properties.
So, what kind of magical properties does this powder have?
I just said what it does. It's a ring of protection, or it can keep a creature trapped inside. Are you looking for some other answer? So I'm not answering correctly to you?
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I say an abyssal.
Snappy.
Sorry, I'm testy. Well, due to our current situation with the mongrel outside, as well as knowing that Strahd is no longer here and I must now travel, I am not particularly in a good mood. But finding other adventurers as well, willing to help me in the aid to kill that evil vampire, I am a little bit annoyed. But yeah, it's 50-50 at the moment. Anyway, she bends down, she starts kind of pushing the powder into a little bag and ties it up and puts it on her belt. It's like, all right, well, which way did you guys come in? Do you know of a safe route out of this place at all, or?
Well,
I would,
hard to say what's safe with all the mongrel folk outside.
That is true. Yeah, but do not fret. I think together we can find a way to either break through or at least along the lines of something to procure an exit. And have no fear now, because if you had trouble before, you shan't have trouble now. And she smiles as she puts her hand on her blade and just kind of slaps it a little bit. So with that, you guys have your map currently, right? Still, you're aware of where you guys are.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Abbey
Yeah.
upper floor.
Yes, you are,
Mm.
and you've just made it across. So you're in the room right by the stairs.
Okay, yep, with kind of that L-shape countertop or something.
Mm-hmm. That top room with the bottom L. That's where you guys are at.
Yep.
yeah, is she keen to get out of here immediately, or do we got time to kind of rifle through the rest of the abbey?
It's up to you guys. How do you guys want to approach this? I'm just a storyteller. You guys tell me what you want to do.
Miss Esmeralda, do you
Yes?
do you wish to leave immediately, or are we going to be here for a moment? We haven't quite looked around. We're not sure the entire abbey is safe yet.
I have no quarrel with you wanting to search the premises. I understand if there may be an item or something here that you may be able to find. I am not going to stop you. By all means, if you like.
Yeah. I guess I'll head east towards the. It looks like a sleeping quarters, maybe.
Okay.
I follow along and try to kiss Esmeralda's hand with a "We shan't be long, my lady."
Right. She kind of looks you wearily, but she allows it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
She's still a little on edge, but she's not looking to make enemies at the moment.
This be a jumbo love interest?
Jumble got game.
Well, I don't know with my charisma.
Chivalry's not dead. Maybe on some of you.
Yeah, maybe. I can't guarantee it's genuine.
And I'll head over and head into that room real quick. I'll
Yep, I'll
peek
go with
open.
them.
Okay, so roll investigation.
Oh, wow. I'm not doing so hot today. 6.
Dirty 20.
Oof.
22.
I say whoever wants to go in the room, go for it.
15.
Oh yeah, I'm going in.
All right, everyone but Jumble. You
Yeah.
walk in and you notice that these beds are not like you would think for like housing people. This is actually the hospital part of the Abbey where they kept the sick patients and things like that. Upon doing so, you kind of hear some wails and things like that, and you are aware there are some type of shadows in the room moving mysteriously. There are no bodies to attach to these shadows.
Okay. On seeing this, I'm going to raise and activate my mace so I can see what's going on in here. Try and dispel the shadows.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on Marilyn. My staff.
Oh, so I have to alter things.
All right. Well, with that, then, just in a second. Where is she? Apologies.
Do the same.
Oh, that's why I'm spelling it wrong. Roll in just a second. I wasn't expecting you guys to actually be thorough, but I forgot you guys are loot junkies. So,
You take
I need you
that
guys to
back.
roll your initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, initiative.
Cool.
Yep.
It's plus
17.
19
11.
plus 1, 30, 20.
I also got a
Nabber.
20.
So you should have 14 AC now, Marilyn.
Yeah, I don't know how to change that right now.
I'm not sure how to do that either.
Well, Marilyn, you're first. You guys, as you enter the room, you see to the back, the shadows start moving over the beds towards you guys, and they're dark and wispy.
Okay.
reveal line self.
I'm just gonna wave and say hi. I'm not gonna hurt them yet.
They screech out at you.
Well, now I want to
Yeah.
hurt them.
Do they screech maliciously?
By screech you mean they're looking over to consume your body and flesh, then I guess yes, maliciously. Or hungrily, if that makes even more sense.
Ooh.
Well, now we know.
Hungry eyes.
And knowing is half the battle.
Oh, if it was that easy.
Right.
I'm also gonna stand behind Mordecai.
Okay, so that's your action. Say hi and stand behind Mordecai. Okay.
Yep.
Maybe count that as a dodge.
Mordecai, it's your turn.
Well, hearing their screeches, try to put some lead in them, see what happens. I guess. What's the nearest one?
They're all about pretty close in proximity. They're kind of like coming across like almost as a straight like line at you guys at this point.
Oh. All right, I shoot into the darkness. I mean the shadow. 27 to hit.
That's definitely a hit.
Oh, I'd hit it.
Yes, you
Does
did.
it screech again?
Well,
For
we'll find out.
13? Piercing?
It seems to do something, but then the bullet goes right through a bit, so it's not nearly as much as you thought it was going to be. But it's enough to do a little bit of damage. So there's a bit of a wail, and then they get ready to keep moving forward.
I fire again.
All right,
Something's better than nothing. 23.
that's a hit.
10 damage.
Again, another hole, and this time the hole seems to stay as they get back a little bit shocked that you're actually doing something that kind of hurts them, and this is becoming more and more upsetting to them.
Hell yeah.
And with that, Zildred, it's your turn.
Battle Cat's gonna hang by us. Like a trifecta.
You really
Right.
have them circle all of you guys right now.
He's by me in Maryland. I don't know where Jumble and Zildred are right now.
Okay.
I will charge valiantly into the group of them.
Okay.
To the closest one to me, I'm going to try to bring a Lightbringer down and give him a good thwacking.
Lightbringer!
13?
Yep, that actually hits.
Perfect. Does this happen to be an undead creature?
Yes.
All right, so I will roll my hit, and then I add an additional d6 worth of damage for a total of 16 damage.
Well, we're gonna double that because they're vulnerable to radiant damage. So yeah, you bring that Lightbringer down, and that shadow just completely dissipates. Oh, were you attacking the one that Josh was attacking, or are you attacking a new one?
Whichever one was closest to me. We'll say the new one.
They're all lined up right in a row, so like they're coming at you like a force, like they're like trained military basically, but they're not.
Militaristic
Swing it.
shadows?
The middle one, okay. You aim for the middle one, and right between them all, as you hit, it's like a light disperses the shadows completely. A bright light from the hit, whoosh, shadow gone.
And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna use my second attack, the backhand, the next one. Well, an attempt anyway. 22,
Ooh.
Definitely a hit.
and for damage, that'll be 16 total.
16 total damage.
Yep.
Oh, well, again, make that 32 because you doubled it. So that radiant damage, oh, it's just whoosh, shadow gone. It's like you're waving through darkness and bringing the light, and they are not cool with it.
Go away.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's like a
he's
hit,
really
poof,
good at this.
poof. Yeah, Esmeralda's in wonders. Like, you carry a radiant weapon? Oh my gosh, are you sure you're not the hunter?
She was consider you single?
I am impressed.
I turn around and give her one of those smiles. And then glint on my cheek. Who, me?
Okay.
That's it. That is all I can do.
Well, Esmeralda now steps in.
You gotta do
What you
something.
got?
Oh, she's got.
Is it more lead?
Not quite, actually. She is going to cast a spell.
Ooh.
Yep.
Mm.
It's a radiant spell, too.
Bad to be a shadow.
My favorite part.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if she can hit. Oh, it's a hit. With the bolt of light, she says an incantation, lifts her hand towards the shadow. Boom! Hitting the shadow, dissipates. You're not the only one who came prepared.
Oh.
And with
Small golf
that-
clap.
Thank you.
Bigger clap. Oh, whoa.
You kissed those hands, Jumble.
I did?
Just nod.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There is still more. You're welcome
Oh.
to try.
Oh.
Let me just make sure she doesn't have another action she could do. Oh, well then. Once she does that, she's going to take her rapier and charge at another one.
Hmm.
Snap. We'll see how much damage it does, though. And not nearly as much damage. And then she's going to also make her last action with a hand axe. That one misses. So another total of. Well, she takes out the one that you were working on. So she stabs it with the rapier and then pulls through, pulling apart the shadow as she does so. And then she does like a little at the end of her rapier and then back in the sheath, being ready for a next strike. With that, Jumble, it's your turn.
Okay. How many shadows are left, roughly?
There's approximately 3 shadows left.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. I only have Dread Ambusher. Well, I'm gonna get out my great sword and charge at the nearest shadow. Or wait, no, not initiative. What am I rolling? Wait, I must be out of practice.
It has been a
Been a
month.
while.
Roll initiative for your
Yeah.
initiative.
That's right. Make sure
All
you're
right,
going
so-
first.
So with my great sword, 21 to hit.
That's it.
Okay. And geez, why did it go away? Double check that. Okay, yep. And it's 13 slashing damage.
13, you said?
Yep.
Okay. You slash through again, not doing as much damage as you think, as it kind of feels like you hit something, but it cuts through like butter as the shadow begins to reform.
Okay, and then with my Dread Ambusher, I get to make a second attack. So great sword again on the same one. Ooh, 10 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah.
You try again, but the shadow's able to kind of bend around, seeing your first attack. It was almost like a telegraph for it, and it's like, nope, I'm not going to fall for that again. And whew, as it kind of mists around it. With
Bob
that,
and weave.
yep. The shadows now make their move as they head toward you, hissing and snarling at you, attempting to grab hold of you. And they will aim for Jumble first as he becomes closer.
Oh boy.
Want a
And
hug?
they fail miserably. One tries to reach out for you, but hands just seem just slightly out of reach as your sword kind of stands a little bit between them and yourself. And the next one will then reach for Zildred, being within range after seeing his fellow shadows disperse. He is now trying to gain his revenge on you, and he will again also, as the other one will try to do, get his hands upon you.
That one on Jumble. Is Jumble within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, you guys are about shoulder to shoulder.
All right. I can use an ability called Sentinel Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever a target, one of my allies is attacked within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to bonk him.
Okay.
I'm going
Go
to
for
attempt to
it.
bonk him. 27.
Ooh.
I'm going to hit him with 15 times 2, so 30.
Yep.
Don't you touch my friend.
Yeah, you completely dissipate that shadow. Seeing
As I
him
do
try to
that-
strike at your friend, you're able to react very quickly and bring Lightbringer right through that shadow, and it disperses in almost an instant. Again, a puff of smoke, poof, bright light, gone.
Oh,
Damn.
But unfortunately,
nice one.
the shadow that was targeting you has got his hands on you. And you're going to take a total of 13 damage, necrotic.
Oh.
And another unfortunate thing, also reduce your strength by a score of 3 for the moment.
Ooh.
Light
Wow.
shall
As
prevail.
it is literally trying to drain the life from you. So it's got a grip on you, and you can feel part of your soul like being sucked into it. Huh? Huh? What does it remind you of something, guys? Huh?
Swallow your soul! No. Had to.
Trying to figure
Oh.
out how to reduce it by
Oh.
3. There we go.
Wait, no. Oh, never mind.
No hail
No,
to
you-
the king.
It's radiant light from your light
Yeah.
bringer, right? Not
Yeah.
natural light.
Yep, radiant.
Radiant.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Dang. Because they have a weakness to sunlight.
In
Anyway.
Barovia.
Yeah, I know, right?
Of
Where
all
the
places.
sun never shines. It's the perfect vacation home for them. With that, we'll
well,
go back to the turn order.
Yeah. It's a magical weapon. I don't see anything about it growing with radiant. Like it does radiant damage, additional radiant damage, but it says it
Okay.
glows as bright as a torch.
Okay, yeah, then that's no good then.
Hmm.
It's got to be while in sunlight.
Okay, so I take the 3.
Yep. And that'll be a -3 until a short rest.
The darkness recedes. You will not prevail. As my muscles grow smaller. I worked so hard for those.
Not my muscles. Marilyn, you're at the top of the turn, so by all means.
Well, now that I know they attack us, I'm gonna use 2 of my Eldritch Blast beams.
Okay,
So let's try for the first one. Ooh, 23.
that's a hit.
All right, so that's 10 damage.
All right. You
And
pierce a nice big hole through him, and he's a little shocked to see that the damage you're doing is actually sustainable.
then 16.
That's a hit.
And
Oh my god, chat.
8 damage.
Okay, and with that, you actually disperse the shadows completely with that last blast. That last one puts a big old hole through it and disperses it. Boom!
Yeah.
With that, the room has been emptied. You feel the souls of the shadows disperse from the room, and it does not feel so heavy as it once did.
Sildred regain his muscles, or is he still puny and weakened?
I'm still
He's still-
puny.
He's still
I must
puny and
rest.
weak. He must rest, as I said.
My muscles are tiny.
Maria, Esmeralda, help me!
Well, all right. I
Well,
searched
I
the
invest-
shadows' corpses.
There is no corpse. They were shadows. So you like reaching in the air at nothing right now, trying to just like get a grasp on like a bag or something. Like they gotta drop something, right? Like there's nothing.
Just more
I
shadow.
investigate the room,
Yeah,
and I
let's.
get a 5. So wow.
There might be
Man.
some drugs in here.
Yeah, nada. You're not seeing nothing. You're kind of just like, wow, I'd never seen shadows actually attack people. Now you're probably a little wary of your own at the moment.
I got a 12.
You notice that it's a spacious chamber full of bed frames with iron arranged in 2 neat rows, cobwebs, a bit of rusty mattress, and that's about it in the room. You can see to the south that there's a plague mounted on it, and then from the west and the east parts of the wall, there's more plaques that read operating room, nursery, and morgue.
Hmm.
Ew, who would stay here?
Only the shadows know.
Those shadows are at one point people. They lived with here in the abbot and were here to regain recovery, especially from the attacks of Strahd. So, good people actually, unlike yourself. Yes, I noticed.
Excuse me?
And she like brushes her hair off to the side, a little bit past Marilyn.
Whoa.
Ouch.
She like brushed it and
Already.
like whip her across the face with her hair.
Nope.
You killed them first. I waited.
Ooh, one Maryland.
Good point, Esmeralda.
It's tied.
You guys all saying these things right now?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, I will say that I will not tolerate anyone trying to attack me, regardless of their lifestyle. But I will also not condemn them for the room they were in.
we We were not condemning them. It was self-defense. You saw those shadows. They were rambunctious. They'd be
so
put down.
you're taking her side now, hmm? Is that how it is?
Yeah. And then Battle Cat raises a paw, like in agreement. He agrees.
All right,
I-
that is fine. Do what you must. And she just keeps walking around the room, waiting for you guys to figure out where you want to go.
I don't know which one I'm more nervous about checking out: the nursery or the morgue.
Mm.
Go to the operating room. I bet we could find a puzzle in there.
A meat puzzle?
Yes, the best puzzle.
Yeah, we know how great that went last time.
I start skipping over to the operating room.
Okay, roll investigation in the operating room.
Follow the leader,
Oh,
I
boy.
suppose.
Oh, I'm definitely going with Jumble.
Okay, 17. At least
Okay, you look around, you see a bloodstained table in the middle of the room. Otherwise, it's completely empty.
Aw, no puzzles. Boo.
Hmm.
I'm gonna,
Well, there's always the morgue.
I'm gonna go over and swing the door open to the morgue. With,
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of like push the door open with Lightbringer kind of leading the way, shining the light in there and dispel any possible shadows.
Okay, you open it and you look inside. There happens to be a raven perched on the windowsill of an otherwise empty room.
Raven, huh?
Yep.
Hmm. I want to go in the room.
Okay, you're in the room now with Zildred and the raven.
I want to investigate the Raven.
I'm peeking through the door and just frowning like, aw, no meat puzzles here either. Lame.
Got a 24. Investigating the Raven.
Okay, you see the
It
raven
is
kind
a
of looking at
raven.
you and twisting its head around and a couple of caws and things like that. And as you approach the raven to inspect it, it gets a bit nervous and attempts to fly out the window.
Aw. Anybody talk to birds?
Animal handling.
I've talked to them, but they don't really want to listen.
I have the same problem, Jumble.
Use animal handling to try to calm it. I think back in my memory banks, and I remember that ravens can sometimes learn speech.
Mhm.
Might not
And
understand, but they
You
can
rolled an
repeat.
11.
Yep.
Yeah, no. It continues to fly out the window, and
Battle
as
Cat,
you
grab that
watch it-
raven.
Can I persuade it? Yeah, Battle Cat. There we go. That's good at catching birds.
What do you want me to roll?
He snaps his neck.
yeah, roll.
Maybe sleight of hand.
Yep, sleight of hand or strength.
Strength? Oh no. But a 21 he has with the gloves on?
Oh, you got 21.
Well, no, that's his modifier, so I'm trying to think of what it is right now. Let me see what the roll is. Be 14 plus what, 4 or 5? Something like that.
5. Yeah,
It's
plus
5. 19.
19 strength.
Yeah, you pin the raven. This thing is now screaming and hawking at you, trying to flap its wings as Battle Cat currently keeps it underneath its paws.
Do you speak English, Raven?
This is just going to be some poor
Just-
little Raven.
Just caws and screams.
Nobody can speak to animals.
Mm,
Elsmeralda walks in, is kind of like, "What are you doing? Why do you have the raven? I'm very confused. Why are you holding this animal hostage?
I'm supposed to look for a nest of ravens. It's part of a thing.
What do you mean a thing? Who looks for a nest of ravens? What would you gain from a nest of ravens? I'm confused. What?
It was a fortune teller, and she was right already once.
A fortune teller. Does she happen to be Velaki
Yeah,
or
that sounds right.
Vishanti?
Vishanti, that sounds right.
Hmm. Interesting. Did she use cards of some sort?
Yes.
Do you remember what card she used? And now she's like really curious as to what exactly was said. You
Yeah,
piqued
I
her
mean, I
interest.
don't remember. That's weird. Just a nest of ravens. Yeah.
Oh, I got a
Vodka.
card. It says priest.
Priest. That could mean multiple things, but if she explained it as a nest of ravens, sometimes it's not really about as to a specific animal, but more about the building or possibly a location.
All right, fine.
But
Still
it could be an
unbelievable.
animal or a group
Yeah.
of animals.
Could be.
You are welcome to interpret as you see, but if it is a Vishanti who is given this, and I'm sure I am well aware of what fortune teller told you this, I would say it is not peculiar as to an animal, but more to a location.
I'm
I'm
still gonna
gonna
check them.
roll history to try to see if I remember a place with Raven in the name. 13.
Probably besides
Um,
Ravenloft.
yeah, well, you do remember a name, Ravenloft, as one of the names, but that you're not sure if that's connected or not. You just know, as it turns out, a place that has Raven in the name, Ravenloft has Raven in the name.
Okay.
Well, there is a place called Ravenloft. I mean, that's really on the nose when you think about it.
That is probably one of the last places that you
Mhm.
would want to go at the moment. At
Yeah,
least
never
we are
heard of it.
prepared.
Seem to hear that a lot nowadays.
Yes, it is the home of Strahd. And I am well aware that there are
Oh,
probably some items there that you may want, but it is not the place you should go at the moment if you are
Yeah,
still
probably
looking for
not.
artifacts. Which I
Yeah.
take it you are looking for an artifact, am I correct?
Maybe.
Interesting.
I just met you.
Very
And you were
interesting.
mean.
Yeah, what's it to you, Esmeralda?
You're all very pushy for some weird reason, and I'm getting quite concerned. I have a feeling none of you had coffee this morning or something. You're very jumpy and agitated.
As she's
do
saying this,
forgive
is
us, fair
the
lady, but unfortunately we've never really been home to Barovia, so we're really in quite odd circumstances and being hounded by an immortal vampire named Strahd. So I'm
Well,
afraid we're rather on edge because of it.
as you live here and grew up here all your life with the certain threat of death around every single turn and corner from this man, you have become accustomed to it, I guess. So my apologies then. But I would let that raven go. I don't think it's going to help you, unfortunately, unless you can speak to animal. Anyone?
well, I'm assuming you
Maybe.
can't, so Battlecat, go ahead and let the poor Raven
Maybe we
go.
want a feather. You don't know.
Many spies have many eyes.
Well, what would you like to do with the raven then? Are you letting the raven go then? Is that the decision?
You want a feather, Marilyn? I can get you a Raven feather.
Well, now I want one.
Okay. I'd go down and I'd pluck a feather from the Raven.
See? Completely
Okay, hold it
justified,
still.
Esmeralda.
Roll a d4, please, for me, Josh.
X you know I have worms.
Probably.
Fur
About
babies.
you.
Yeah, you completely killed this bird. Pulling out a feather.
What?
You go to
did
pluck a
damage-
feather and you squish them instead.
You damaged the bird. You killed it. It only had 1 HP. You pulled the feather out.
Hold the feather up to Marilyn. Here's your feather, and I have Battlecat quietly take care of the Raven, if you know what I mean.
Is his head still attached to the feather?
As you start to pass that feather, you feel weird. Something odd happens to you.
Like, what kind of weird are we talking?
You feel as if something has been put upon you that you are not aware of, but you feel off now. So off now that you now have disadvantage on all your attack rolls and ability checks.
Wow.
Mordecai, you seem to be feeling a little off. What's wrong?
I don't know, man. There's something in this room, maybe. I don't know. Like sweating.
Why did you squash that raven?
Didn't squash it. I was just trying to take a feather.
Oh!
Why am I
Jumble
so
sits
The
down
awkward?
and
feather
starts-
back.
Jumble sits down by the raven and what's left of it and tries to piece it back together.
Yeah, no dice. It's dead. And the
Put the
curse
feather
is
back.
you're cursed now.
Fine,
Oh,
put the feather
right.
back on the raven's body. I just drop it on it. I don't touch it anymore.
Can I use a religion check, perhaps, to see if I recognize it as a curse or a disease, possibly?
Yeah, by all means.
16?
Oh yeah, this is definitely a curse. There was an enchantment on that raven. It was probably put here by the abbot and used as eyes for the castle. Or the castle, but the abbey. Anyway, it's definitely a pretty bad curse, but it's not horrible. It can be removed with a greater restoration spell or a remove curse spell. Anything along those lines should be able to remove that curse. But until then, all your attack rolls and ability checks are going to have disadvantage.
Just add it onto the list, DM.
How's that feather working for you?
Oh, I don't have it anymore. I dropped it.
I know. You might as well have kept it.
Well, Jumble's bored with his meat puzzle now.
Okay. Well, from there, all it was in that room was a raven. So, is there anywhere else you guys would like to go while you're here?
Was there a writing desk?
A writing desk? Not here.
Oh,
There was
how is a
one where
raven
you
like a
guys
writing
met.
desk? That old
There is
riddle.
no answer to that.
So they say. Yeah. All right. So, with all that fun, I guess we can check out the nursery now.
There's nothing else
Okay.
in this raven's room?
Nope, just
Yeah,
the
no.
raven. It was an empty room.
Shit.
They put that raven there on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They did. You guys wanted it, so. All right. With that, you guys are going to the nursery, you said, right? Roll me investigation, please.
All right.
6.
12, 11, 22, and 16. Maryland at 13. All but Jumble contains the wreckage of old wooden cribs. That's typically it. Just old cribs.
There's no, like, baby skeletons rising up from the crib carnage?
Nope.
Okay.
Roll, since you asked that, roll investigation one more time.
All of us or just him?
Just Ildred.
Okay, doke.
Natural 1?
Yeah, you see nothing. You see a mirror, and you thought for a second you might have saw something, but you're unaware of what it was. And that's
All right.
it.
Nothing in
You
here,
look-
guys. Let's roll.
You snap your head back again to see if something was in the mirror, and there's nothing. So
I thought I said, no, whatever. Perhaps we should leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel so great for some reason.
oh, you're fine. Eh,
Mordecai
Mordecai doesn't feel so great anymore.
Oh, I thought you said I was cursed as well.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Mordecai pulled out the feather.
The curse belongs to me. I took the feather.
Mm-hmm. He plucked it and killed a raven.
I'm sweaty.
Okay. Well, phew.
With that, Esmeralda's like, good. We can make our way out now, and in possibility we can make it to my cart, which is not far from here, near a tower, which might even have more weapons to use against the enemy. And now she's kind of wringing her hands, all excited because she's got a group of people with her now to do some damage.
Okay. Head back to the wagon.
We just leaving the other two in town, or
Oh, you guys aren't even leaving. You're just leaving the abbey right now. You still have to deal with
Okay.
what's in front of the abbey. You haven't made it out
Okay.
yet.
Can we
So-
maybe see your cart from up here, like the midsection of the abbey
Oh
on the
no,
roof?
my cart isn't even near the abbot. I left it quite a ways near a tower. A tower that actually belonged to a old wizard. We may have kicked him out.
Ooh.
Cough, cough.
What? Oh, you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Not like I hope he doesn't come back anytime soon, but well, hopefully we're ready for him. If Van Richter is there. He may be dead too. I don't know. Anyway, let's go.
What? Oh, okay.
and we're shady. Okay.
You saying this out loud?
Yes, I don't like her.
She feels mutual.
I'm gonna try to suddenly roll insight on her. Oh, nat 20. Okay, that's where it goes.
Yeah, she definitely is pretty upfront with what she's saying for the most part. She's just not aware of current events with around her wagon and things of that nature. So she's a little wary because how they procured some of the things, they took up some things when people were gone, and that's all I can say on that matter for the moment. From what you can tell, she's telling the truth, but she definitely is very wary about the consequences. So
Okay, so not actively trying to lie to us.
no, she's just not aware of. She really does not know what's going to be waiting for her there. She just knows that her wagon is there. So there's no
Fair.
lie in her voice. She's just really worried, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
With that, you guys make your way out to the main area where you had fought the abbot before. She kind of looks around, really impressed at your work, and sees the doorway which you guys have currently blocked. So it's like, all right, well, do you guys have a plan or anything of that to try and deal with the Mongol folk? Because my intention is to try to break through and get out of the area as soon as possible. If they are currently a little crazy, we should not have to deal with them so much, so long as we're able to avoid them.
Well, we did try to make them more peaceful by giving them a lot of wine, but I don't think that worked out quite as well as we hoped.
I heard the scream
Yeah.
earlier, so that was okay. Yeah, I don't think that
Yeah,
worked out
that,
either.
yeah, that, yeah.
Well then, we shall try to do our best then. Hopefully we are able to get out and maybe we can sneak around through the back areas near the graves and we can remove ourselves from this area without any detection. She shrugs a little bit and kind of gets herself ready. You see her bend down and touch her leg, and it looks weird. Unlike her other leg, it's not a boot. It's metal, and you can kind of see some steam coming out of it and things like that. And she kind of twerks it a little bit with a couple of things.
Whoa, cool leg.
Thank you. I had someone build it for me after I lost it.
Whoa. Well, I hope you find it again.
I don't think I'd want to after I lost it in the first place. I lost it to a werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Who built
Yeah,
that
they
leg?
probably don't give them back.
Oh, it's funny you ask. It was an artificer I know from the village. A very nice man. When he was alive, he built it for me so I may continue to keep moving after I had lost it in a huge werewolf fight.
You say when he was alive?
Yeah, Strahd took care of him. Most people around here who typically work in wares and help arm those looking to hunt Strahd don't live very long, unfortunately. It's the life you learn. And she just goes about making sure her legs working, and she hits it a couple of times, and you hear a psst sound come out from steam, and it's like, okay.
Are you sure you're gonna be sneaky with that thing?
Oh, yes, no problem. This is why I'm doing this now. Just every once in a while, I have to make sure that it still kicks and moves. Otherwise, it gets a bit tense and squeaky, and so it's very important to maintain. As in all things
Uh,
that you use.
all right, all right. So you said there
Um,
was a back exit, or are we going out the front door?
we'll have to go out the front door, unfortunately. But what I am saying is we should be able to make our way around. If you can see the map. Oh, I gotta bring it back up. I should have it open though.
Oh, yeah, that's quite a few pictures back.
Yeah, you have to go to the gate, but she's trying to say that if you go around by the fountain or the well, you should be able to circle around that way and avoid them.
All
But
right.
we'll
Well,
see.
I'll get the tables and stuff moved out of the way so we can actually get out the door. I'll roll for athletics, 15.
So are
Okay.
we gonna?
Roll perception as you do so. Jumble, please.
13.
Okay. As you do so, you start to hear murmurs from like the mongrel folk before were enraged and howling and things like that. You're starting to hear them kind of whimper and die out as you begin pulling stuff away from the door. You hear
Oh,
you hear hisses and the sounds of metal stabbing into skin, like piercing.
oh,
Hmm.
I think something else is taking care of the mongrel folk. Sounds like.
Hmm.
I don't know
What?
if that's good or bad at this point.
Esmeralda, after you say that, like instantly go near the door and puts your ear by it to try and investigate herself to see.
Oh, okay. I do the same.
You both stand in the door. She rolls investigation now, trying to put her ear as close as she can and look through any lights.
No, I've got
20.
dirty
Wow.
20. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You try to mimic her movements and things like that, trying to see anything to the door and listen. And there is definitely some other things out there besides the mongrel folk, and they are definitely not monsters. You can kind of hear them gripe a little bit, having to kill them, and they're annoyed. Um, you can kind of hear him like muttering those says, "Why did Master have to send me out here to this stupid abbey? Look at these ugly beasts I have to kill now."
Uh, I don't like the sound of him talking about a master.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his Strahd's lackeys, most likely vampiric. Eh, But a dead vampire is a good vampire, in my opinion. I say we launch a counterattack. Once all gains quiet, we shall wait and we shall strike. And she gets really
Uh,
excited at this point, and she starts making her way around the doors to get herself in position to strike.
I had my doubts about you, but I think I'm starting to come around. Pull out my mace and extinguish the flame, and kind of do the same. Trying to find an advantageous position for an
Okay.
ambush.
And anyone else? What's your thoughts?
hang on. I'm just checking something in my stats real quick. Where was
I really don't wanna.
that? Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, we try to hang back and try to hide a little bit. Obviously
Yeah.
sweating still. Stickly.
I'm gonna stay out of sight but within attacking distance.
Okay, I'm gonna try to track how many there are vampires outside carefully. And since I have undead as a favorite enemy, I have advantage on that check.
Okay.
So, oh, okay, not 20. So,
Yeah, from the way the sounds are piercing, it's only every so often you can tell it's like there's possibly two out there at the moment.
I'm gonna use really quick a religion if religion check. Try and remember through my many battles with vampires. Two things. Well, three things. First, are these vampires going to be able to enter this place without being invited? Are they going to be able to enter this place being that it's a holy site?
Yes.
And are they allergic to holy water?
In terms of the holy water, I do believe it's running water.
Running water. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I do remember they can enter this place without invitation or.
The reason they are able to enter this place is because if you remember right, Esmeralda had said they were invited.
By who?
The
Abbot.
Abbott.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes, Ryan Gosling invited them over. That darn Ryan Gosling. So kind and open and
And beautiful.
And yeah, and beautiful. He was a beautiful, beautiful man. So you guys slayed him. Ooh. I like a holder for this phone so I can kind of see everyone's stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick religion check. I took some blood from the abbot. I'm wondering if I could use that to enhance my sword slightly. 13 investigation.
No, it's just blood.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it'd be radiant blood. But
because it's the blood of an angel.
Well, yeah, or something angelic at least.
Good
Worth
point.
a shot.
Maybe it'll be like a
for
drug.
effort.
We can you throw it on the ground, and the vampires won't be able to help themselves. Just run over there.
Doesn't
Maybe
hurt.
I should just grab the abbot and use him like a holy bludgeon.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
Maybe he's radiant still enough.
Jeez, oh Pete. All right.
Esmeralda have that powder stuff?
Yes, she
That's
still does.
true. Yeah, we could like sprinkle it around the door when they come in. Trap them.
You guys are all saying this out loud, right?
Whispering.
Well, from the safety behind a large wooden door while there's busy work going on outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. We're
All I can
putting way
see
too
now
much
is that
stuff.
all three of you guys are like you're all like in a circle right now, like all right, what do we do? Okay, so they're coming through. Let's get make plans. Let's get this done. Yep. Team huddle. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, you start hearing the doors start to move as they start pushing to try and open it.
Get her.
Okay. Yep. I'll try to hide real quick. 21. Okay.
Yep. You start to enter the shadows a bit by the doors, getting ready, prepared to attack. Anyone else? I know you said you're Zildred. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Same thing.
Oh, I have to roll.
Yeah, stealth. And you're hiding away from all this, right? You decided you don't want no part of it.
She's hiding in front of the door.
You're hiding in front of the door.
I don't want to. I rolled a 5 on my stealth.
Oh no. Yeah, no, like you're in the middle of the room right now, panicking, trying to find something to figure out where you can hide.
What do I hide? 7.
Mordecai?
8.
You rolled. Oh yeah, Mordecai's good. He's in the shadows.
Yeah, even with disadvantage.
Wow, that's crazy.
Go off.
Yep. Well, with that, the doors open and they see you in the middle of the room. It's like, hey, where is the abbot? We were told to come here. He had something for Strahd. What happened to all the mongrel people? Why are they acting? Why do we have to kill them all? They're acting crazy outside. And they start moving forward. With that, everyone hidden right now that is attacking, you have advantage on your attack. So if you want to make them now.
I'm undecided if I want to try to let Marilyn handle it.
Oh yeah, you can try.
So the abbot is taking a bath.
Okay. Well, why did he have us come here? Why are we here? He had something to show us, and all I see outside is these crazy mongrel folks that he made, which It's a monstrosity already.
Oh, well, he was working on trying to make a bride for Strahd. That's what he was doing.
What sick man? He already has a bride. He knows what he wants. Why would he try to persuade him with some other creature? Ugh, this
I
is
don't
almost
know.
a waste of time. Wait a
I
minute.
mean, I'd understand if you didn't want to stay.
Hmm. You are a Vandaloft. I can tell. Have you
No.
found the bride? Are you actively looking for her? What are your
Well,
people
I'm
doing?
trying to help because obviously I want to leave here, so I'm trying to look.
Hmm.
But all those mongrels went crazy, and I couldn't get out to go look.
Well then, we will have to sit and wait for the abbot to arrive then, and then we will figure out what is going on. And they start making their way into the hall a little further past the doors. At this, Esmeralda makes her move, seeing this, and she goes full forward behind one of them with a stake in her hand.
And I'm gonna attempt to. After she's done, I'm gonna go for the other one.
Yeah, I'll move as well.
They've taken the
I'm gonna
bait.
start
Quick, get
backing
'em.
up now.
Oh snap! Yeah, she pierces the one right in the chest and the heart, and she drops it, and it just stays there, stunned, unable to move.
Mhm.
Nice.
Done.
Yeah.
Good to know.
From a wooden stake through the heart.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, now we know.
With that, it is now Zelda. You said you're going next, so you have advantage on your roll for your stealth attack.
All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have a strength penalty. 16
Um,
on my
16
hit.
does hit. It's on the money.
All right, and I know
On
that
the
they are undead.
money. Yep.
I'm going to expend a first level slot. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do a first level slot to use smite ability, divine smite, which will add an additional 2d8 points of radiant damage, plus an additional d8 against an undead. So it'll be this plus that. Plus that. 28 points of damage.
And this is radiant, right?
Yep.
Okay. Holy smokes! Yeah, you did quite a bit actually.
20, 28 points right to the dome.
And that's radiant damage, so it's actually doubled. So that's
56
actually
points.
that's you said 26, so that's like 52,
I have
right?
28.
28, yeah, that's 56.
56.
56 points of damage.
I smite you.
And I take it you're gonna try and go as well then, Jumble.
Well, after all that, I don't know if there's going to be anything left for me, but
Oh no, oh, they're still standing.
all
The
right.
one's not.
Well,
He's paralyzed on the ground, but that's because he got stabbed in the chest.
For our advantage attacks here, do we only get one swing or do we get a full combat round on them? Do we only get one swing on these guys? Because I technically have 2 attacks. With a surprise round, are we getting a full action or?
You'll get. We haven't even started the actual turns yet. This is you're getting a strike beforehand, so it's like a first strike in a sense.
Okay.
That's why I give you guys advantage because you were hiding before they even started their combat.
That works.
So this is Jumble. If you want to make a move, go for it before I start
Okay.
combat.
well, I'm going to enter a barbarian rage as a bonus action and go
Alright.
for the one still standing with my greatsword. So advantage 26 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And I just descend upon him with my great sword, snarling and howling. 18 slashing damage.
All right.
Oh, actually, that'd be 20 because it's a +2 from rage.
20. That's okay.
Don't know why it doesn't add that in, but yeah.
That's weird. Anyway, anything else?
Nope. I've got the one move, so
All right. With that, we'll start the round. He's actually still standing, but he's very,
Don't I
very,
get an
very
attack?
beat up.
well, if you want to do a surprise attack, go
Well,
for
yeah.
it.
Oh, I thought you said
course.
you weren't doing combat, but yeah, go ahead.
No, I said it was just
And-
stealthing. I'm in the back though. I have
Okay.
my gun out.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have advantage though. You
I
just
don't
get
have
the-
disadvantage either. So
Nope,
21.
You just got that's a hit.
Shoot the one that's still standing, not the paralyzed one.
Yeah.
Yeah. 13.
Okay. And then we're gonna roll for initiatives.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this thing still standing.
Yep.
Damn.
Should've just let
Marilyn,
the
if you want to try and make an attack, you're welcome to try now as well.
Really?
Yeah, no advantage though.
I'm
Oh,
okay with it. I want Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Just because he made me panic. Hey, I got a nat 20 and then +6, so 26.
Roll for crit.
Okay, so I just roll again.
Yep.
16 altogether.
On the money. That's a crit.
Yay. So I get to double my thing. I'm learning.
Combo breaker.
yay!
Typically,
So 24
okay.
altogether.
Well, with that, no need to even start combat. He's dead.
Damn.
Is the
You,
other one
after
dead,
all the
or-
blades and stuff hit, you aim for the head and you do your Eldritch Blast after being frightened by this creature, and you blow his head clean off. And he just drops, little blood squirting out, blood here and there from the stabs and things like that. But yeah, he did.
Jumble still has his great sword raised, kind of like.
He didn't get a chance to even pull out his. Oh yeah, you do. I was like, he didn't get a chance to even pull his weapon out. The other one was on the ground, stunned, unable to move, like kind of convulsing a little bit. Esmeralda just takes out her silver blade and just whoosh, across the head and chops it. Wow, you really are proficient. I am very impressed. You guys would make great hunters.
Esker, what kind of weapon do you have there that was able to subdue one of these creatures with a single swipe? It took
Oh.
4 of us to down one.
Oh, that wooden stakes work fantastic against these things. Most of the time, it only works while they are sleeping, but if they are unaware, it also works just as well.
Hmm.
There's a nice chance to get a good pierce in the chest. Not many know that wood is actually quite useful against a vampire. But I have been learning this for years, so.
It's just regular wooden stake. Nothing special about it.
I added a couple of things myself. Some running water, things like that. Holy water works fantastic. But yes, just a stake through the heart so long as the vampire is sleeping. Or, in my case, unaware of my presence.
Do you have any more of these stakes to spare? Perhaps 4 of them?
There's probably trees outside.
I'm gonna look
Not
at the.
exactly something I would want to share, but I do have some made in my wagon. I can spare some there. But
We
currently,
also
I
got
only
a
have 3
wooden
on hand,
table,
so-
and I got hatchets.
I was gonna ask you if you want to
It-
start chopping, Jumble.
It's a wooden stake for crying out loud, people. I
mean,
could
he could-
grab a toothpick.
She said she added some special stuff to it, like. Are they like special
that's just
stakes, or are they
overkill.
just regular old wooden?
You just dump it
Sticks.
in water.
Yeah,
I bless it.
holy water, but yes,
Ah.
I don't understand if it really helps or not. It's just what I was trained to do. I don't know if it's quite as effective. I just know that it works for me.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess Jumbo has some axes. We'll smash up some pews and holy pews for some holy sticks.
Okay.
Right. Athletics, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. 25.
Easy.
Yeah, you pop those legs off and a couple of quick chops, and they're sharp. By the way, I'll
Alright.
put Esmeralda in the chat as well so you guys can see her while you're doing this.
Mhm.
Dip some of those steaks in the angel blood.
Hey, actually,
Did I roll something to see how many steaks I get, or
Yeah, roll sleight of hand for me, please.
no? Okay. 22.
Jeez.
22. You got a total of 8. You're able to chop the legs in 2, and then from there you made your steak. So you've got 8 steaks now.
Philadelphia style.
Any other creature is strictly just a 1d4 as a modded weapon, but with the vampire, so long as they are unconscious or they are unaware of your presence, it'll render them completely stunned.
All right. Well, I gave each of our party members 2 wooden stakes.
Sweet. I dip it in the angel blood.
Okay, you do so, and it is now covered in blood.
I don't know if this will work either, but I feel like this could be helpful. Let's test this hypothesis.
As you touch the angel blood, you feel the curse lifted from you.
Oh, I don't feel so sweaty anymore.
touch the angel blood and I feel my muscles pulsing with power.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I'm restored to my former glory.
I kind of want to dip the tip of my steaks in the pies.
Oh, yeah, you totally can.
Doing that. Forgot we had those pies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we could have led with those for the vampires. Like, hey, they haven't made you some pie.
Oh, it's actually rude of me. Esmeralda, would you like a pie?
I'm well aware what those things are.
Just trying to be nice.
You're welcome to try a bite, though. You can eat the whole thing if you like. You could probably use the weight.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, with that, as you guys look out the door after killing, or anything else you guys want to do while you're in the abbey?
I'd say it's a good time to head out.
There are any
Okay.
clues, anything on these vampires? Like,
Ah.
I'm gonna investigate on them. Yep, never mind. I'm gonna step right over them. I'm on my way out the door. On that one.
Okay.
I say we
Yeah,
loot the
no.
vampires.
You're welcome if you want to.
Might as well try. What do I have to roll?
Investigate.
Investigation.
Okay.
Investigate.
17.
Yeah, you notice on them there's really nothing besides a weapon. They have a rapier, short sword, and that's about it. Other than that, they're dressed in kind of finely made clothes, definitely tailored for them. Silky kind of in a sense. But that's about it.
Anybody need a sword?
No, I got a whole arsenal on me.
Yeah, I'm more into magic.
Oh, that is a lovely rapier. I will partake of that.
You want the rapier?
Yep.
Okay, you pick up the rapier. It is literally
Cursed.
it's 1d8.
Only the animals that are cursed.
1d8 with piercing damage. And now you're cursed. I'm just kidding.
With having an awesome sword.
Totally. Rapiers are so cool. Rapiers are cool. I like rapiers. They're just weird. Anyway, so you pick up the rapier. Nothing else really is on the body. No gold. Nothing of that type of nature. They were just servants. With that, Esmeralda's motions like, come. Is there anywhere else you need to go in town before we make our way out? This may take some time to reach.
Well, we do got some friends in town we'd like to bring with us. And,
Oh,
maybe let the mayor know that um, the abbot's not a problem anymore.
oh, yes, of course. By all means. Especially since my mode of transportation is currently only my horse, so if you guys have any other means to travel at the moment, that would be great.
I forget, did we come here with the cart or did we just walk to the abbot?
I thought we did.
Yeah.
I
We
thought
had
we
a
left
cart.
it. Yeah, we left it a ways back though.
Hmm, that could be right.
Garlic with the cross carved into it. Very nice, Jace. Yeah, you guys hop in the cart. You make your way. She rides next to you guys on a horse. Stop by. The mayor is waiting outside the door for your return. Very excited to see you, as well as the brother, because you guys have been gone for a minute. They ask
Yeah.
kind of what's going on, things like that.
I seek out. Is it Irina's here, correct?
Yep.
And I'm gonna go seek her out. See how she's doing.
She looks pretty messy. Her hair is all kinds of places. Her makeup is running. She's like wiped her eyes for the most part, but she looks like a train wreck in a sense. But she's starting to come to for a little bit, and she's at least acknowledging people. So she says hello and how happy she is to see you again after it being gone for so long. So
Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time with her if we're doing like a resting situation. Spend some time with.
yeah, you guys can take a, I guess, take a long rest. So for the most part for the day, you guys kind of just make conversation. The mayor is overjoyed. The burgermeister is very happy to hear what has happened, things like that. That this is all taken care of. He can go out to his people now, and maybe they can actually try to build their society back up after having all their things stolen. They plan on going back to the abbey and cleaning it, and maybe getting it back to the place it once was. That kind of thing, so on and so forth, is exchanged. They share food with you guys. So in this case, get yourself a long rest, get yourself your points up, things like that, your health. Irina is still very like quiet for the most part. She's definitely not as upbeat and positive as she once was. She's a little more. She's definitely a lot sadder now, and her brother noticed that as well. But she still understands that they have to keep moving forward and things like that. But yeah, just she's not going to be much conversation for the time being. She's rightfully distraught.
That's okay. I'll be there. I'll let her know that I'll be there. If she needs me.
She takes comfort in that. She's happy to have you and her brother and everyone else alongside her with everything going on with Strahd.
Should we say that Miette's character is here as well, or just?
Oh yeah. She's kind of stayed back with the Abbey for the time being, seeing as this is gonna be a holy place. She sees it maybe as an opportunity for her to grow and learn. And maybe when she's ready, because after what had happened previously, she was not prepared for such violence. She's gonna try and build herself up as a paladin and be better. So she's gonna take this time to kind of study and learn and grow. But she acknowledges Zildred and stuff like that and says thank you for the inspiration and of that kind of nature. And hopefully she'll be able to join when she feels she's ready.
Perfect.
Yeah. I don't even remember what did she say like what her god that she studies or anything is? Do we know?
No, I think she was still kind of trying to discover that.
Okay. Yeah, she hasn't even quite figured out who her one of the whatever gods that she worshipped is. So she's very much like at a crossroads at the moment. So she's just gonna hang back and kind of figure out what being a paladin means to her at the moment. So anyway, you guys get some supplies, crate of wine. that kind of thing. And you guys get ready to take off. Esmeralda attaches her horse to the wagon as well to help. And she sits in the back and she pulls out some cards. They look very familiar. They're definitely like the cards that you guys had used when you had met with the fortune teller.
What do you have there, Esmeralda?
Oh, this is a Terek deck. And from what you guys told me is true, this is probably one of the decks that the fortune teller had used to give you guys your fortune. Now I'm going to try myself and I want to look through. And maybe I can help you find whatever it is you are looking for still. Do you have any idea as to what was found at all or what you are looking for? You had said something of ravens, and one of the cards that I know of, if this is what is said, you had found the missionary card. Is that correct?
It's
Yup.
been a while.
I think Mordecai had a missionary card.
Hmm.
If I
Which is
have
why you would
Rogue.
probably be at the Abbey. Should make sense. The Rogue was one of them. Now, see, now I understand. The Nest of Ravens, yes. That
Yeah,
would
that was
make
mine.
sense. Hmm. This card. Now, I actually, once we stop at my study, I might even know where to find this. And she holds up the Rogue card as she thinks about it. It's like, Nest of Ravens. I do actually know some friendly ravens that are not in Workwood Strahd.
Hmm.
Though they are not ravens as you would think, such as flying ravens that caw. These actually are people. They are what are known as were ravens. Very different. But they also stand against Strahd, and I have dealt with them before and getting some provisions myself. So after the tower, maybe we can head that way and we can look ourselves to maybe find this nest of ravens that you are seeking.
That might be cool.
Do you have a card in there, perhaps? Or maybe you have information on an artifact called the Sun Sword?
You know of the sun sword, and she kind of like peeks forward in interest that you know this. Like she's a little excited now. The sun sword, yes,
Yeah, I
a
believe
powerful weapon. Definitely could handle Strahd. I've looked for it myself, but I have not found it within these lands so far.
we heard it. We heard about it during our travels.
Do
We did
you?
not learn of the
So
wherever it's being
far,
held.
you have told me of the rogue, and from what I have seen, it has been the missionary. Do you remember at all what other cards were drawn? We may give some clues as to what is needed to find.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I had the priest.
The priest. Yeah, the master of glyphs.
As I recollect, we were told to look for a castle amidst the ruins of a place of supplications.
Yes. The only castle I can think of that would host that weapon is a sad thing to say, but it would be Castle Ravenloft, in which that is where Strahd resides. And that is not exactly a place you should want to go at the moment. It is
Yeah,
very
we
dangerous.
got that.
The card that I was
Damn.
given is the Executioner.
The Executioner.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
By this, it means you must seek out an ally to help you.
I found a few of them.
Young man, have you not found anyone that is aiding you at the moment? I believe you currently have one. Ismark, I believe, is to be your help.
The Lesser?
Yes.
Is that what we're
Hey,
talking about?
come on. That's not fair to him, okay? He's
It's okay.
Ismark.
I've
He's
been
not
called
lesser.
worse.
He's been called worse by better.
Hmm.
Uh,
I am a tool to help in Strahd's demise. I can find no greater joy then.
yes.
He kind of is taken back that you hesitated on that. It's ouch, but okay, fair enough. He keeps on the wagon.
Hey, you're good people, Ismark. Come on, don't let him get to you.
Yeah, it's okay. As long as we keep my sister safe, it is all that matters to me. She keeps shuffling her cards. Okay, so far you have found what I'm saying is now the priest, you have the executioner. Any others that I am not aware of? Typically,
Well-
she deals in, I believe, 4?
What
Maybe
was
5 cards.
there's 2. What was yours again, Marilyn? Your card,
The rogue.
rogue.
We've got rogue, missionary, priest, and executioner.
Well, let's see. What was Frankie's?
Frankie was innocent. Queen of Hearts.
Hmm. This one I cannot quite say myself. It sounds a lot like the enemy of, if I am to say this correctly, when dealing these cards for fortune telling, this is a lot like Strahd's enemy. But he is past, he is dead. The man who had fought him years ago. It is where he is that you shall find this item you seek.
Like a tomb,
Hmm.
perhaps?
Yes. Unfortunately, like all things, Strahd liked to keep his enemy close, so it is also within Castle Ravenloft.
Well, all roads fuck you lead to Castle Ravenloft.
It appears so, my friends, I'm sorry. Ugh. But it is not all lost. You already have a couple of things here. You currently have that the man here, right? And whatever you had found, I take it at the Abbey is something as powerful as well. So it is not completely bad, as you are also traveling with his bride. So you have some cards. I would not despair. And when we get to my wagon, we will have even more. Again, she winks her hand, all menacing, like she's super excited to get her hands on this stuff.
All right. Well, perhaps we should go to the cart and prepare ourselves to go to Ravenloft.
Indeed. And we shall. So as you guys arrive, you after some time, it's about 6 hours, and you make it there. You make it to this tower, and it looks a lot familiar, like another tower you guys had recently been in. The only thing missing is the giant lightning rod on top. No lightning rod.
I didn't have such a good experience with a tower like this recently.
Is this the same tower? Or is this a
I
different
think
one?
we destroyed that one.
Oh, that's right.
We did, but
We did.
weirder things have happened already.
Well, the Abbey's the only place we've left up.
Yeah, we haven't
Hey,
burnt to the
good
ground.
point. We broke our streak.
It happens. Who would have known that it took a holy place that was twisted by a demented angel would be the building that you guys would not want to destroy?
Oh, they just didn't want to upset Esmeralda.
Oh, is that it?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
Might have been a bad look for us to burn down the Abbey.
I didn't know that Marilyn was wearing green.
Hmm?
It's a bad color on you, Marilyn.
Oh, like that. Took
Yes,
me a
like
bit.
that. Anyway, as you guys approach, roll perception.
24.
Okay.
17.
1.
Did I just, did I just see a natural one?
10.
Okay. As you guys approach the tower, winding around the road, make your way up, you come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark tower's still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon spattered with mud. And from what you guys can tell, this is actually a larger tower than the one you had been in recently.
And I'm gonna perceive the buttresses.
Oh,
there
you mean
a-
the supports?
Yeah, I was just looking at the buttresses. You said there's a big doorway to get into this, like a singular doorway.
Yep.
Okay.
As far as we can tell, do we really want to just take the main entrance?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We look around for another spot.
I'm a little hesitant.
Esmeralda kind of motions you guys to stop for a second as she walks a little bit in front of you. It's like, be careful. This place has definitely been booby trapped. As you know, we are enemies of Strahd, so we do not take people coming to this building very lightly. But thankfully, I know how to disarm the trap as well as the trap on my wagon.
Oh, yeah, good call there. Yeah, I say as I inch away from the wagon.
All right. Yep. She completely disables the trap really easily, disabling one of the wires by the door that she knows about, and she opens up the back of the wagon. And inside the wagon is a chest, a bed, and a few other oddities that you can see. She climbs into the wagon and she asks, I'm going to go through a list of things, and whatever you may think you may need, let me know, and I shall pass them to you, with the exception of a couple of things that I myself am going to keep to use. um, with that, she goes through her list of items as she makes her way around the wagon: a battle axe, a flail, a morning star, a light crossbow, 10 silver crossbow bolts, a wardrobe, a Harlequin mask, a few wigs, a climber's kit, disguise kit, a healer's kit, a poisoner's kit, lyre with golden strings, um, a tiny wooden box containing a deck of Taraka cards, like the one I have here. Puts it back in her pocket. Manacles, a shovel, a wooden chest with a symbol on it. Very, you might know it, Zildred. 3 vials of holy water, 2 vials of antitoxin, a 50-foot coil rope, steel mirror, a sharpened wooden stake, and a spyglass, as well as another chest of wooden stakes. I also have 2 spell scrolls as well.
As she's going over it, eyeball the chest real quick with a 12 religion check. Do I recognize it?
Yeah, it's the holy symbol of the Morning Lord.
The Morning Lord.
Yes, it's one of the things Strahd very, very much does not like. So therefore, I very, very much like.
What kind
Got
of
spell
kits did?
scrolls.
Would you like to roll investigation? She holds both of them out to you.
Okay. 24.
One is major image, which you get to create an image of an object, a creature, or something other visible. That's about the size of a 20-foot cube. It's got 120-foot range, so you can literally use this to cast an illusion that looks like a large creature. or an item or anything of that nature, so long as it stays within the 20-foot range.
Mhm.
And the other scroll is remove curse.
I think we got that.
I'd like to
violently
remove
wrong.
curse, please, because I
Yeah.
feel like it's gonna happen again.
Yeah, no problem. She hands you the remove curse, and then she
Not
puts the
touching
other
any more
one.
ravens.
She puts the other one back in her pocket. With that, she pulls out her chest of steaks and asks if anyone else needs any.
Well, I did just give everyone 2 of them.
And I got the jumbo special right here.
Yeah,
Two of them.
fair enough then. She takes a few more out for herself, putting them in her satchel, and she kicks the rest back in the wagon.
We gonna take the holy water or anything like that?
Probably should.
I'd suggest some antitoxin as well, just in case.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's see. I don't have a bow. Does anybody have a crossbow that they can use? Silver tipped arrows might be helpful for going to a lycanthrope region.
I have a crossbow.
There you go.
50.
I think it was 10 silver tipped crossbow bolts.
Yep.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. She hands you 10 silvered crossbow bolts as well.
Thank you.
Yes. Anything to help rid myself of Strahd.
I guess I'll take the antitoxin.
Okay. You take the.
Yes.
She hands you the bottle of antitoxin as well. And you
Oh,
asked
it's
about
just
the
one?
kits earlier, right, Jumble?
Yeah, it was just a reminder of what the kits were.
Yeah. There's a poisoner's kit, a healer's kit, a disguise kit, and a climber's kit.
Take the healer's kit.
Okay.
I'll take the climber's kit.
All right. There's a disguise kit and a poisoner's kit left.
Did you take the holy water, Mordecai?
Yeah, I'll take that too. So there's 3 of them?
Yep, 3 vials of holy water. Just still antitoxin, a 50-foot coil, hemp rope, tinderbox, steel mirror, sharpened wooden stake, and a spyglass.
Take the steel mirror too. Nobody else objects.
Interestingly enough, I had 9 wooden stakes on me already.
Well then, you're just decked out and ready to go.
I'll take the rope.
Okay.
See.
I'll take my faith and my recently restored muscles. All I need.
What a put.
And good old Lightbringer. That helps too.
Oh,
That is quite
Oh.
lucky, my friend. I will say that is true.
I'll also take the spyglass. It looks neat.
Okay. She hands you the spyglass.
Ooh,
Here you go, Jumbo.
So Jumbo, what weapon do you normally use?
my great sword.
If you let me touch it, I can give it some radiance.
Ooh,
Use some radiance in that great sword of yours.
okay.
I'll give you a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. And then you can expend a charge. It gets 4 charges that reset at dawn. And you can add radiance to it, blind your attackers next turn. It's Constitution
Oh,
saving throw.
It only does blinding, not like actual radiant damage.
I mean, it sheds light. It's a lot like his mace, but it doesn't do radiant damage, I don't think. But it gives you a
Oh.
+1 to your attack and damage roll.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Here's the stuff for it. I put it in the chat for you.
Oh, yep. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Ooh,
That's
thanks,
actually not.
Mordecai.
Yeah, that's not half bad actually.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Trying to figure out how to do it on here is really annoying. But yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I'll have to see how I can edit that into my greatsword later. But yeah, neat.
With that,
Okay.
Esmeralda sits on the edge of her wagon, and she's just like, "Is there anything else you may need from the wagons? I'm here."
I ask Ismark, is there because they're with us too, aren't they?
Yep.
Ismark, is there anything you might need out of this this cart here?
I would not mind myself a weapon to use besides my sword. Anything that might help pack a punch against these vampires. Um, and then he looks through and he's like, I shall take that light crossbow. I have a few arrows I could probably spare in my wagon, as well as the flail. And that should help me.
Are any of those weapons magical? Or are they just standard?
They're standard.
Okay.
Most of them actually have some claw marks in them that because they've seen fights. She's definitely used them. You can tell. They're a little scratched up. I thought I killed that sound. I apologize.
You said you had a disguise kit. You suppose it'd help if we, disguise Strahd's bride a little, or does that not really stop Vampire Strahd's bullshit detection?
I don't think it works that way. Once he has her marked, he can find her when within range if need be. I don't think dolling her up, as they say, would really help. But it may throw others in search of her off. I could say try if need be. And she hands this guy's kit to Ismark, and Ismark's like, okay, we shall try. I will when we have a moment, I will try my best. I am no makeup person, but I will do what I can for my sister. And he bows a little bit to her and saying thank you, and goes back to the wagon with his sister.
Worth a shot.
Is that that check to disguise? What kind of check is that?
Well, I think you need to be proficient in it.
Yeah, it's a proficiency bonus.
I don't know. I have a spell.
Well, I mean, if you want to use the spell, you're more than welcome to.
No, I really don't.
Well, there you go.
Okay, yeah. Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to create a visual disguise. So it'd probably be just a regular 20 roll, and if you have proficiency with it, you can, make a disguise with a proficiency bonus.
Yep, sounds about right. It's to
Oh,
any of
and
your ability checks. It doesn't matter which one, as long as you can be whatever one you're proficient with.
like healer's kit has 10 uses. As an action, you can expend 1 use of the kit to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points.
Yep. The medicine check.
Well, without needing to make a wisdom or medicine check.
Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. I was reading it wrong.
I guess otherwise that's what you do to stabilize someone. Okay.
All right. Ready to roll out?
Ready to check that tower?
Yep. As you approach, I guess going towards the tower now.
Yeah.
Yep, might as well.
So,
Esmeralda, is there a safe way in here you can guarantee a safe passage, or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
This is definitely a trap door. So give me a moment to disable it. And as she does so, she heads through the door, kind of feeling around for the switch. Mm-mm. I'm gonna send a picture of the door real quick
Oh,
because this
wow.
is not an ordinary door. You can tell there's some type of weird incantation on the door as well. Not only that, Marilyn, you feel off when you're near the tower.
off bad or off good?
Uh, Off as in certain things, where you had felt empowered, you now feel there's nothing there.
I don't like it here.
It's like there's a silence now where you once were feeling energy.
Mm. What is this
Um,
place?
Esmeralda, what's that thing on the front? Like
Oh,
a copper disc.
this wizard who lived here before, his name was Kazan. He had placed all types of different things upon this tower. And one of the things, sadly to say, is besides just the trap, which we know of how to disable it, he left a anti-magic barrier as well.
That's why I feel off.
Yes, and there are some things we were able to control when we had taken possession of the tower, and there are still also a few things as well that we cannot, sad to say. There is also a figure in the tower as well that happens to be a suit of armor that has been magically enhanced, but he does not move. He literally just stays here, that unmoving, ever vigilant, yet no movement. We have yet to figure out how to use the armor, unfortunately, but for now it is just in the tower. Other than that, there should be nothing, no traps, nothing in the area.
Well, suit of armor like that sounds right up your alley, Mordecai.
Whoa.
I'm supposed to do that.
That
Sorry, I was
that
speaking in your tongue, Abyssal.
Oh.
so she doesn't know what that copper plate does, perchance.
She's well aware that it is magical and it's set as a trap. They know how to disarm it, but they have no clue as to what would happen should it go off.
It looks like, I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing it weird. It's hard to see through this in the Discord picture there. Is it just me, or does that look like a dance? Like the little figures? They're
Oh,
like they're going
you're
they go
actually
all the way
right. It
around.
looks like they're all doing weird hand movements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, kind
At
of
first I
does.
thought it was Japanese writing, but apparently that's what it looks like.
You will
Well,
dance
I
a
can't read
booty
Japanese, so it could be Japanese for all I know. Seems like an odd thing to find in Barovia, but
Mhm. I was just looking at it because it looks like some sort of like the thing is pointing at it in a pattern. I didn't know if maybe
Yeah.
she knew anything about that. Like,
Roll perception while you're looking at the door, by the way.
okay,
I'll do the same. 15.
each 9.
You're still studying the door, Zildred, trying to figure out like you think you're onto something. Jumbo, as he's saying that, you just turn your eyes to her and she's mimicking those hand symbols. She
Oh,
literally is just doing like the whole arm mimics and things like that in front of the door.
Doing the Macarena.
Yeah, basically. Once it's
Oh.
done, you hear the click and the magic symbol on the door dissipates,
Hey, it opened.
and it opens.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, yep, she answered my question for me.
With that, she's like, "Okay, you now have entrance to the tower. Hooray! This is where I'm going to leave you now. I have some business myself to attend to, and then I shall meet you in front of the castle Ravenloft when you are ready. I shall be there with my wagon, and we shall make our attack on Strahd from there. Now, as to the Raven Nest from which you are looking for, I suggest that you head back east to the town of Vallaki. I believe there you shall find an inn, and on this inn should be the symbols of ravens. That, my friend, is where you should be looking for the item that you are searching for."
Thank you, fair lady. And until we meet again, and I try to do the hand kiss again.
Good.
She,
Lady
she's like,
killer.
she's like, "Yes, thank you. That is nice. Please, thanks. Yes." Mhm. She's a little weirded out by that. She's not used to people kissing her hand. Like she's not had that kind of contact with people, so it's weird. But she appreciates the gesture. She says, "Just look for me towards I shall be in hiding. But if you look for me towards the bridge. Make the sound of a raven, and I shall reveal myself to you." With that, she says a couple words as she sits to the front of the wagon. And when she says these words, suddenly two horses appear, as if spiritual, attached to the wagon.
Whoa.
And then she yas, and they take off.
We gotta
Wait, what
get
is
some
it?
of those.
What does Raven sound like?
Caw?
It's gotta be easier than whistling.
Who was making the caw sounds? Roll
Performance,
please. Yes,
Oh.
please. Whoever was making the
12.
caws.
12 for caw.
12 for caw. You caw. You find it much easier, actually, in fact, than whistling.
Got a natural neck for this. Huh? Must be that raven we
Yeah.
dealt with earlier.
Could be.
You've absorbed its powers.
You
It could
studied
fly.
it, learned it.
Well, I studied it.
Like, he pulled a feather out, and with the curse, I guess he just understood how the ravens
Yeah.
caw.
I tried to put it back together like a meat puzzle.
Roll performance and see if you can caw.
Oh boy. 5.
Oh no, you squawk. You do like chicken sounds. And you actually think that you're doing it right.
Hip spreadsheet didn't come back already.
Oh, no.
And I'm looking smug about it.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh yeah, I did this. This is me."
All right, so she let us into the tower and then ditched us.
Yep.
Yep.
Classic.
She's got preparations to make.
At least she took off the trap.
That's true.
Yeah, if you guys had seen what was on that trap, you'd be thankful.
All right, I guess we'll explore.
Mosey on in.
Yeah. Hello.
Let's see what's getting and what's getting good.
You walk into the tower, and it's like open room for the most part. A bed, nothing too crazy. A couple of crates here and there. There's a bit of a curtain, but as you peel it back, you just see some rotten wooden beams holding up the place. You can hear the groans and creaks inside the building. And there's a series of ladders and platforms leading up to a hole in the northwest into the next floor.
All right. Well, quick investigation of this floor and nat 1. So, nope. It's a
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, it's just a room basically. There's not a whole lot in here.
Yeah.
Well, the 24 isn't more than just a room.
Nope, it's just a room.
Oh.
What do I see
With
with my natural
infinite-
20?
Some crates. There's some things here and there.
Room.
But again, there's not a whole lot in this room. It looks like it's kind of been gone through.
Damn. What a waste of nat 20.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I'll make my way up to the second floor.
Okay. So you're on the second floor.
Oh, hello? Is anybody here?
As you make your way up, you go around the scaffolding. What's your current weight right now, Jumble?
Hmm.
6 pounds.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm at least close to 300. I'm not sure, but add in, a great sword, some axes, javelins, morning star, rapier,
100 pounds of gear, I'd guess.
crowbar, hammer. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to roll some things for me, please.
Some things. Okay.
I'm really glad nobody followed him up.
Roll me a
Well,
dexterity
you're
saving
still
throw,
below
please.
me.
Good
Yeah,
point.
I have exactly 100 pounds.
Roll
equipment on me.
acrobatics.
Okay. Hang on. Let me add something to that. Wait, did anyone get inspiration in the meantime?
I've had inspiration. I haven't
Yeah.
used it. I really
No, I
should.
suck, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
one.
Well, I'll use knowledge from a past life to add a 3 to that. So now I have a 12 for acrobatics.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh man. That's not so bad.
Into the basement he
You
goes.
How high up
fall
is he?
through. As you make your way up the ladder and you go up into the scaffolding around to get to the second floor, because it's not, you can't enter the building normally in the second floor. Like, it doesn't go up into the floor. It goes out the side and then curls around the scaffolding.
Oh.
The scaffolding breaks as you're doing so, and you kind of lose your footing, and you're gonna fall a good 20 feet. Let me roll some
But
d6s.
Jumbles bounce.
What if I use a reaction and cast Featherfall on him?
Sure.
I got you.
Okay, you actually fall and land slightly on your feet. It's like a soft fall, and whoop. So no damage.
Oh.
But yeah,
Yay.
no, there's definitely a hole in the scaffolding, and when you were walking, you felt that weight, like just it was, the board just broke. So now there's a hole in the scaffolding as you make your way up.
Whoops. Be careful out there.
Anyone else making the climb, or?
I
Oh.
kind of want to go up there and test it. I don't want to go stepping out on it, like, to see if any of our weight is too much for. I'll weigh a total of 330 pounds with all my gear.
Did you even find that?
I just
Well,
took,
he's-
yeah, if you go to your inventory, it'll tell you up at the top your total weight carried. And then I'm just putting
Oh, okay.
Zildred at about 200 to 230.
Yeah.
That all the support
So
beams are like rotted and stuff. Like, is there a
Yeah.
way we can reach those and I could possibly try to repair them?
Well, the thing is, the support beams are for the inside interior of the
Oh, for
interior
the actual.
of the tower.
Yeah.
The scaffolding's on the outside. Like, you have to climb up, go out to get into the second floor.
Okay.
He's got this thing. It's all, dude. This wizard was like,
Loco.
yeah. If you guys can make it to the top of the tower, I will show you what it looks like for trying to get up here. It's unique. to say the least.
Oh,
We
I'm
do
gonna,
have rope.
yeah, I'm gonna see if I can spot the entryway on the side of the tower that the scaffolding led up to.
Yeah, there is it's like the scaffolding's above the door, right next to it.
Hey, my staff has spider
I would almost say
climb.
it's not next to it. It's literally to like the left of the door where you guys had entered.
If anybody has rope, I could spider climb to the second floor and hang down rope.
I've got two
You
ropes.
just walk right up the side of the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use it, but yeah, my staff has a charge of spider climb.
Are you calling out who has rope?
Yeah, who's got rope?
I've got ropes. I call from outside and on the ground.
Ooh. Actually, I'm wondering if I could use my staff to put spider climb on Jumble. Because he'd be better
Yeah.
at lifting everybody up on the rope.
One
I
willing
would.
creature you touch gains that ability.
Yep.
1 hour. Equal to walking speed. So yeah.
Okay, I want to take my spider staff and touch Jumble and give him spider climb.
Okay, well, I make my way
Jumble.
back inside so you can just pop me there and
Whop, like a spider monkey.
Go, Spider-Man, go.
I cautiously try it on the side of the wall at first, see how this works. And
Spider jumble, crawl in the tower like a spider can.
Drops a rope for his
This is
friends.
fun. I start dancing on the ceiling.
Rope performance.
Oh, boy.
Please.
Come on, my rare nat 20.
I only have like 4 charges of this.
3.
Oh, it's horrible, Dance. You trying like you thought about skipping for a second, you almost slip off the building. You're like, no. Like you're like, yeah, you try doing like a little like jump thing where you kick your heels together and then you almost fell off. Like, oh, okay, no.
Jumble, just get to the second floor, man.
Okay. So I basically leave a rope here for you guys to tie off, and I start kind of winding it out as I make my way up side of the tower.
Okay, you walk along and get to the entryway above the scaffolding.
Yep, I try to tie it off safely somewhere so it's secure.
Okay, who wants to try it first?
I'll go. Does it feel sturdy?
Oh yeah, if the guy who weighs close to 300 something can make it, I'm sure the rest of you can.
And I'll roll, what is it, athletics?
Athletics. Yeah.
12?
Oh yeah. You crawl up the rope, no problem for the most part. It's not that difficult. It's definitely a little bit of a struggle, but it's not that bad for you.
But it's probably more to help offset the weight on the scaffolding at this point. So kind of like a safety net more. Well, hey, if he could do it.
I guess I'll go next. I'm gonna fall. My athletics sucks.
But you still have spider climb charges.
Oh, 15.
And you guys are in the entranceway of the doorway, right? Like that's what you're doing. You're like climbing the rope and going into the door. You're not standing on the scaffolding.
Yeah, no, we're not standing on the scaffolding. We're not dumb.
Okay.
Plus, some guy put a huge hole in that.
Yeah.
11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It takes a bit, but you get up as well. Marilyn, you had no problem. You climbed it like with ease for the most part. Mordecai, you kind of struggled a little bit, but you made it.
I roll for battle kit too.
Sure.
And there's a gargoyle way up the side.
Roll with advantage for battle cat.
He does have claws.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah, he doesn't struggle either.
Yeah.
Like you said, the claws, he grabs with the rope with his teeth and just kind of yanks himself up, makes him a little quicker than normal. All right, you guys are currently at the entranceway to the second floor. Anyone investigating or looking through?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll investigate.
Use that
18.
spyglass.
18.
Something in here.
You got
Roll
backwards, Jumbo.
acrobatics for me, please.
All of us?
Just you.
Oh,
Oh.
22.
Surprisingly enough, you put one foot on a board as you try to walk in that room, and the whole section right there in front of you collapses. It feels the weight of your foot on it, and it just boom to the ground.
Whoops.
Yeah, Esmeralda could have told us that every step in here could be our last.
Why would she do that?
It's true.
Jumbo, though, when you look, you seem to see like in the center of the room, there seems to be a squared, some type of like it looks to be like it's like something in the center, like almost like a pillar, but there's an opening where it looks like there's like you can get your feet on it. Like it almost looks like an elevator of sorts.
Huh. So is it just me, or does that thing kind of look like an elevator?
A little bit.
Is it like big enough for a person to get in there, or is it more like a dumbwaiter sort of thing?
It's big enough for people to get in it.
Oh, okay.
Just have to
But
get over
there's
there.
now like nothing connecting to it to let us walk to it, at least.
Oh, sweet.
You can walk to it, but judging by what had happened when you stepped your foot on
Oh,
it,
okay.
you have to be
So
very
there's
careful.
still some floor left, just not
yeah.
a section. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, you've lost like a 5-foot section when you stepped under your weight.
Okay, so I guess I shouldn't really walk that way.
Who's the lightest and smallest amongst us?
Battle cat.
Could have him try it.
Use your instincts, Battle Cat.
I'm gonna see if I'm just gonna try to see if it looks like the flooring near the elevator is sturdier at all. So 20 on
No, it
investigation.
looks just as rickety and worn and disgusting as the floor you currently are you're standing outside of. Like in the entryway, it seems to be stiff because of where the cement is and stuff. But once you step out of that entryway, the wood looks rotted and beaten up.
We see
About
down.
how far is the elevator?
From your position currently within the doorway, you are maybe about 10 feet from it.
Oh, okay. Well, my spider climb should still be active. So I'm just gonna try to jump onto the elevator and, land with my feet on the elevator.
Roll athletics.
You know? 27.
Oh yeah, you leap that 10 feet, no problem. You hit it and it's a little rickety. You hear a sound weirdly enough when you land there, and the elevator goes down a little bit and then like kind of positions itself back safely.
Well, it's
Oh.
not gonna hold all of us.
I look up. Is there somebody up there holding this rope? Go under him. Gotcha.
Roll perception.
20.
You can kind of see now, oddly enough, around the room there are 4 clay golems holding rope where the elevator is. Literally around it in a square.
One of them's grunting, trying to hold Jumble
Yeah.
up.
There were once pillars. Now you can definitely, after the hit of the elevator, where the rope is, it's just moved a bit. Now I can definitely tell they form up to be clay golems holding the ropes for the elevator.
9 perception. Do I notice that?
No. You're
Oh.
you're really worried the fact that you even landed in the elevator. Now you're like, whoa. Hey, you felt a little bit from you're on your feet, but you felt the shift. So you're trying to like stabilize.
Fair enough.
I'll let everybody know that there's strange clay golems holding up the elevator. I'll try to communicate with one of them. Hello, clay golems.
They look at you, puzzled a little bit, but then they go right back to holding the rope.
Okay. Do you guys think that these guys will be able to hold all of us?
Can't we
How
go
much
one at
space?
a time?
Yeah, how much space on this elevator does
Maybe
Jumbo
we
take
should
up?
try one at a time.
There's room for everyone.
We don't know the
Well,
weight limit, but
let's try.
Yeah, you don't know the weight limit. That is true.
Let's try up. I say firmly.
They hear up and they start pulling the elevator up.
Whoa.
Jumbo,
Wait.
roll
Sorry.
acrobatics as you're doing this.
Wow. Okay. 17.
Okay, you're able to position yourself ready because after lifting you up, you realize that you can now see there's arms pulling these ropes to lift you up, but as they're doing it, it's off. Like their timing with their hands is not always correct, so you can feel a bit of like the it's shifting a little
Ah.
bit. So one side goes higher than the other as it's lifting you. So like every once in a while, all of a sudden you feel like a little bit of a drop, and then you start picking you up again. So
I say up in tandem, please. Together as one.
you try going to keep it stable. Like they're now a little frustrated. Like it's not the first time they've been told this. They've heard this multiple times. Anyway, they lift you up to the 3rd floor, Jumble.
Okay. I investigate the floor.
Okay.
How rickety does this place look? 14.
It's still just as rickety. It looks about the same as the 2nd floor. Nothing really there. You can definitely tell that whatever's holding up this tower is very rickety. It is not strong at all.
Any
And
like
these floors, the 3rd floor looks even worse than the 2nd floor.
oh wow.
Does the elevator go any higher, or is that the highest it goes?
With the perception you rolled, you can look up and there's still a hole in the floor.
Well, I'll look around the room best I can, and okay, not very well. 9. I'll take another look around the room.
Oh, so you're looking at the 3rd floor, you go up to the 4th floor now.
Just trying to see what's on this floor.
It's empty. It's all, like I said, splintered wood. The floors are rotted even worse than the 2nd floor. And there's some chains, kind of like, as again, you can see that right where the elevator is, what's pulling you up is the chains, what the golem's pulling. And that's it. The rest is splinters, some broken boxes, nothing of value that you can see.
Okay, up again, please.
Roll acrobatics.
Yup. 13.
You keep your footing a little wonkier than last time. You're able to shift your weight to try and keep yourself balanced. As once again, they try to pull in unison, but it's still a little off. So you can feel a little bit of a shift here and there, but it's straight for the most part for what clay golems can do for it as an elevator. And they lift you up to the 4th floor.
All right. Well, I'll look around the 4th floor. Okay, 19. At least that's a decent one.
Okay. Unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation, and although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with a matching chair, bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys around with hang iron chains to support the tower's elevator platform.
Okay, so the floor at least looks sturdier here too.
Yes, you can walk on this. This definitely is very well structured. Like they maintain this one.
Okay, I carefully step out of the elevator.
Yep, nothing. You hear a little creak, but that's it.
Okay, I try to call down as best as I can. It looks like the 4th floor is safe to stand on.
Everyone roll perception. Besides Jumble.
Well, I might want to hear myself. Yeah.
5.
6.
17.
Zildred's really the only one who kind of hears what's going on and goes, okay. You other two, it's muffled and you're trying, strained to hear, but you just shrug because you can't hear squat. And Zildred's like, okay, got it.
I tell the golems, down. Lower. Bring elevator to me.
I think
Oh,
David
no.
has to tell them. Because they're up there.
Oh, are they?
No,
Oh.
they're not. They're on the same floor as you guys.
Oh.
So yeah, they struggle and they release the rope a little bit, and you hear like the and then slam as it hits the second floor.
Oh, good. The stuff nightmares are made of.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of a shift because it goes down a little bit and then comes back up. So
All right. Do we want to head up there with Jumble?
Gonna try to
Okay.
jump over there?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump it.
all
Ten-
right,
10 footer?
Athletics. Easy.
10 feet.
13.
Oh yeah, you make it. You skid a little bit and almost fall face first, but you're able to keep on your feet. And again, same thing that happened with Jumble. You shift a bit. You hear the grunts of the clay golems try to hold the chains as you hit, as it drops a little bit and goes back up.
What do you think,
We wanna-
Zildred? Can we all fit in there, or should we wait?
I look over at the clay golems. Do they look dried and cracked, like they're gonna fall apart at any moment, or do they look strong and moist?
Roll, roll perception.
Moist.
That's some moist clay right there. You
Based
guys
in
are
that
boiled
clay.
proper.
5.
You can't really tell with how dark the room kind of is. You can kind of make out that like they look like clay golems. They don't look too banged up, I guess. They're clay golems. So
Well, it's up to you guys. I trust them. Right? And I look over at the golems.
Looks legit.
they look at you once again puzzled and then go back to staring off into nothing.
Okay.
All right.
We
I'm gonna
try
try.
you or Battle Cat next, and then just send me and Battle Cat up.
All right. I'll try
you
to
and
send
Marilyn
Battle
go
Cat
together.
over.
Red Rover, Red
Rover,
Rover,
Red
send
Rover.
Battlecat right over.
Oh Lord.
I don't have his stats. Here, I'll just roll this. Oh no.
Well, he's got the
He's
plus
a-
5 from his strength boost.
Yeah.
And he's a cat. He can jump.
So he's
Everyone
got 12.
can jump. It depends on how well you jump. Some people derf it, and that's enough. Battlecat should be
Yeah.
fine. I don't know what Battlecat's weight is, but I don't think he would have fell through the boards, to be honest.
I don't know, he's metal.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I take that back. You're right.
How are the golems looking?
Yes. They're holding fine. Actually, that was a kind of relief for them because Battlecat does not weigh nearly as much as you do.
Nimble.
Out.
It's a battle and a cat, so
Yeah, but he's like a metal panther, so that can't be light.
Steel
That's
Panther.
true. He is. There you go. Call him Steel Panther.
That is his name. Drow.
Steel Panther. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Anyone else going, or are you sending Battlecat up with Zildred?
We probably send him up. Be on the safe side.
Yeah. Up.
No. Okay. Roll acrobatics.
Up together.
Oh, you can roll with advantage if you're using Battlecat to help him.
You said with advantage?
Yep.
Lean on me.
16.
Yeah, they scoff again, annoyed because they've been told this almost since their entire existence, and they try again to lift in unison. It's still a little wonky, but with the Battlecat's help to keep you stable, you get up no problem. And I think you're going to the fourth floor.
Yep.
Okay. Continue up perilously, but no problem. Again, a little bit of a shift here and there. Battlecat keeps you nice and stable, and you make it to the fourth floor.
All right. I made it. I made it. I made it.
Perception.
Oh, jeez.
That's 20.
You hear that he made it.
Loud and clear, buddy.
12.
You also hear that he made it. A little
Finally.
muffled, but you actually heard what he said. All right.
Okay, bring it back down to us, golems. Please,
They
thank you.
release their hands a bit, and then they stop it once again. It drops a little bit below the second floor, but then they pull up a little bit, and it rests even with the floor.
Well, thank you. I will hop over. $11.
Sketchy, but you make it. You almost fall on your ass, but you're able to like use your hands and do a quick little like whoa, 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 and you stabilize yourself.
So, see, Maryland, it's safe. You just got to ride the waves.
Yeah, they don't even grunt at your weight. It's a little bit of a shift, but like they just.
You don't have a -2 to your athletics.
I have a -1. You can do it.
But you try acrobatics instead, like
That would be
nimbly.
really nice for me. But I think he wants me to roll athletics.
The cartwheel all the way over.
Unless you want to roll acrobatics to do it in a very like cool way.
I'll be cool.
Flourishing jump.
Okay, I'll be cool.
All right.
Be
Yeah.
cool.
We're gonna flip in the air or something. Oh, not 20.
Oh yeah, you
With
do a couple
style.
flips in the air, like you're like Xeno Warrior Princess, like and you do a couple flips and then roll if you're athletics, please.
Roll my athletics.
Oh, stick the
Yeah.
landing.
Lid face first.
Oh,
Okay, maybe.
Oh,
You snap both your ankles.
I hold out my arms.
roll strength check then.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
We checked. There wasn't like spikes underneath this elevator, was there?
Mm-mm.
Did we look?
I'm trying to roll it.
11.
Yeah, you catch her. You almost fall backwards, but you keep your feet and yeah, thankfully you did not have to land on your feet because you would have derfed it.
You catch her like she falls back, and you just catch her like.
Oh.
Yeah,
See,
you
it
take a
wasn't that
step
bad.
almost off. You put a little bit of weight in the board back there, but enough to keep yourself straightened out. So you're good. All right, you guys
Oh.
both on the platform.
You don't say falling for me?
Is there like when he catches her? Is there like
It's
a
not as smooth as jumble.
I'm still
is there like a
trying
tender
to...
moment where they're face to face and just staring at each other for a minute? Tender moment.
Magic.
The sweat from my
moments.
brow drips right onto her face.
Yum.
Great.
See, it
Nothing
wasn't that
says I
bad.
love you like sweat from your brow.
Wasn't
It's
that
gone.
Moment's gone. All right. So what do you guys do now? You guys run the elevator.
Yeah. Okay, golems, take us up to the 4th floor slowly, please, and thank you.
Again, they.
No groaning. I said please and thank you.
Yeah, it's the fact you asked. Roll acrobatics, please, both of you.
Oh. 8.
19.
Oh, you're fine this time. You take your staff and keep yourself nice and centered after, like, you're well aware of what happened with everyone else, so you're ready. Mordecai, you stumble and almost fall on your off the platform, but you grab a chain to kind of stabilize yourself, but you're flat foot at the moment. But yeah, they take you up again. They try and keep you as even as possible, nice and slow, but still a little bit of a dip here and there. You can kind of hear one grunt at one of the other guys, like he's like not picking up his slack, so they're a little annoyed with him. But he's not pulling his weight like everyone else is. But you guys, yeah, he's pulling your guys' weight, but he should be better at it. So they're kind of annoyed. They've been around for a while, so he should know better. Anyway, you guys make up to the 4th floor. You guys are currently all on the 4th floor.
All right.
All right.
So we presumably see the same thing Jumble did?
Mm-hmm. For the most part. You're looking around. As you can see, it's kind of well lit for the most part. Well maintained. The floor looks nice, surprisingly, compared to the rest of the tower. A little bit of light here and there.
There's no inhabitants besides us?
Nope. You guys are the only ones currently within the top of this tower.
Well, I think I'm going to check out that chest.
Okay.
I'll roll investigation. 11.
It looks to be a standard chest. It has a weird lavender aroma emanating from it. But as you open up the chest, you find that it contains a severed head.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a waxy complexion on the head, though. It's been embalmed with some magic oils, it looks like.
Well, didn't expect that. I investigate the head. Like, kind of look it over like, what? 13.
On the head, it looks like it like a human head. But you're wondering why it's been kept.
What is it with everyone with body parts in this dang country?
It's Barovia. They don't got much else to going on with them.
Room.
Do an Arcana check on the head. See if there's anything magical about this. 20.
Yeah, it looks like a spell has been cast on this head a couple of times. You can't understand what spell was used, but you know that the spell was used on this head after it had been cut off the person's body. So something's going on with the head.
Somebody's been doing spell work on this head, apparently. I'm not sure what it is or what it's for. They're just trying to get ahead.
Oh, that was bad. You should feel bad. I'm just going to head you off there. Oh, God? You're making puns now? No. Okay. Well, I'm just going to investigate the rest of the room because I don't see anything valuable on a severed head just yet. 9, but I'm not going to find anything.
You can see that there's some notes and things like that around the room. Looks like there's a lot of information, but a lot of it's been burned. So most of the pages and things like that are all burnt to a crisp. Anything like that. a map of Barovia, and that's about it.
Hmm.
There's also around the room the animated armor that Esmeralda had mentioned before. Again, it's not moving. It hasn't moved, and they cannot figure out how to make it move.
It's very reminiscent of the last tower that we accidentally burned down.
Accidentally.
Wasn't there a magical suit of armor that got catapulted with
Yes.
a flaming lantern or something?
Yeah.
Fire with fire.
That was in the house, the mansion.
That's right. Yep.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's
right.
like that armor. It is it's like that armor, but it's not that armor.
Mm.
Can we
I'd poke it in the helmet.
You poke the helmet,
Oh.
Yeah.
nothing happens.
I'd poke it again.
investigate it with a dirty 20.
It's the animated to the armor. It's just there, just standing there, not moving. Again, no one. They couldn't, as Esmeralda had said, they could not figure out how to activate it. They didn't know the whatever it was that the trigger to cause it to activate, whether it was a word or whatever. It just doesn't work.
Why are we trying to activate it? Wouldn't it try and kill us?
Maybe it'll do our bidding.
Not for a 10.
We don't normally have that kind of luck, but I guess we can try.
I would like to, if I can remember correctly, mimic Esmeralda, her Macarena dance.
Things on the
No,
door.
Yeah, I'm gonna mimic that to
Try
suit of armor.
Try performance.
Well, he's at least got the charisma for it.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you do the dance. You do every single step as you remember it was being done. It's pretty remarkable how well you remember this dance that she was doing, but nothing happens.
Put the head in the helmet. See what happens.
Okay, is that what you're doing then?
That's all try.
You put the head in the helmet and nothing happens. The head ends up falling inside the armor. Nothing's holding it up.
Well, that smells like lavender. It's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe there's
My checks are crap. I can't do nothing.
I guess I can try and investigate it.
Investigate the armor.
Wait, he did that already. Never mind.
Yeah.
that's a much higher roll than what I
Silly.
got though.
You definitely know that there is some type of spell on this thing that causes it to be activated. It might be a word, it might be a gesture, it could be an item within the room. There's a lot of things, but you just can't figure out what it is. But you definitely know that there's something that activates this armor.
I look for, is there any like small statues that I can like twist the head back?
Just the table, a bed, the chest, and the stove. But the stove is filled with burnt items that there were notes and stuff taken on there. You can tell. You're not sure if it was Richter's or the wizard that lived here before. As mentioned before, Esmeralda mentioned his name was Kazan, the wizard. So, but they're burnt and they're unreadable, and that's typically it in the room. Some candles on the table.
I'm trying to, let's see. Well, either way, it's the same difference with me, but I'm trying to remember, is there a spell that you could use on a dead head that might be useful? Oh, wow, 19.
You definitely know that you could. There's plenty of spells you can use on a head to do things with it. You could create a weapon with it. You can use it. You can speak to the head. Things of that nature. But at the moment, you cannot recall exactly what spell precisely would be useful right now. But you are aware that you can use spells in the head and it's still useful.
So I don't know a whole lot about the magic gobbledygook, but mayhap there's a spell that lets you have the head tell you the word to activate the knight.
I don't think any of us have reanimate or anything, do we?
No.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna investigate the desk a little more. Well, okay, not so thoroughly. 10.
It's the desk. You can definitely tell there's some ink and stuff spilled on the desk. There's a lot of writing being done here. If Van Richten had currently inhabited this tower along with Esmeralda at one point, you can definitely tell this is where they had spent most of their time planning and things like that. But other than that, it's just a desk.
Hmm.
Starting to wonder if this suit of armor is not important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could we wear it like a suit of armor?
Yeah, is it like plate mail? What kind of armor is it?
It's plate mail.
Am I the only one proficient with heavy armor?
Probably.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
so.
Yeah, I'm only up to medium armor, and I am honestly not so bad with regular, not unarmed, armored. So
All right. Guess I'll try to don the armor.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna pull the head out of the helmet first.
It
or out
wasn't
of
in
the
the
chest
helmet. It was
cavity.
actually in the chest cavity.
I'll pull the head out of there first.
Yeah, you pull the head out. I don't know where you place it, but you're able to put on the armor, and now you're wearing the armor. It's an armor class of 18.
Hell yeah. Before I do, I after I put the armor on, I kind of just hold the head and I like, hello, is anybody in there?
Nothing. You hear nothing.
Okay, I toss him back in the chest.
As long as nobody figures out how to activate that armor, you should be fine.
Oh no!
Yay.
Well, and yeah, it was confirmed this was the top floor with like just
Yep.
the scaffolding holding the elevator together up above us. Hmm. Much as I don't like to admit it, I think we're just plain gonna be stumped by this mystery.
Hmm. Well, we could always take the head with us too.
Yep. Well, I'll be wearing the armor, so if we figure out the cheat code later, it was activated.
I'll take the
That is
head.
true.
Put it in my inventory.
I don't think I can even get the spell Speak with Dead. Doesn't look like it anyway.
And you'd probably be pretty against it with your whole
Yeah.
no undead thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, are you guys taking the head then or no?
Yeah, Mordecai said he'd take it with him.
Okay, so you currently have the head in your possession. All right, with that, what do you guys do next? Are you guys leaving the tower or?
Sure.
Well, hang on. I asked Mordecai if I could just look at the head real quick, and I'm gonna try to roll history, see if I happen to recall hearing about someone who resembles this. 14.
Yeah.
You can't make out who it is. Yeah, all you know is that it's a human, and it's definitely Vistana.
I mean,
That's
I could
definitely what?
try. I've been in Barovia.
A human Vistana.
Oh, for Vishanti, like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I've been in Barovia before.
Okay, go ahead. Try your roll history
Rough.
then.
Rough. Oh, I didn't roll history. Nailed it. Hold on. Let me find history. Hey, 15.
You actually do kind of recognize some of the features of this person. You recognize him as Yan.
Yeah.
Yep. His name was Yan Vistani. Where was I at? Blah. He was a half elf bard. Oh, I'm sorry, no. He was a bard, but he's not elf, he's human. He was banished from his clan for stealing.
Beef.
And that's about all you can really ever tell, is that his name was Yan and he was part of the House of Bastani. And then he was banished. So that's all you can tell by looking at him.
Okay.
Besides
tell
the
them
fact that there has been spells cast in the head for some reason.
Yeah, I tell them that. They know now.
I say what you say, but faster.
And more
We did-
handsomely.
Yes.
We didn't see anything else
delicately.
in this place, just this one way up.
Nope. The animated armor, the chest, the burnt notes, bed, candles, desk.
Is there anything in the bed?
No. Some sheets, dirty a little bit. They definitely weren't exactly clean. There's no bathtub here, so.
Yeah,
You.
I guess.
I'm gonna do a quick survival check to see if I can spot like tracks of whoever might have been here before. 21.
It was definitely. It looks like the hunter that Esmeralda had mentioned before. Richter was here. You can see the footprints from his big boots and things like that, tracking mud around, and as well as Esmeralda's. Because surprisingly enough, even though her one shoe she has in her foot, the other one is a complete metal with no real track on it, besides a couple of treads for grip, and that's it. So you can kind of make out the treads from her boot. So she was also up here as well. But any other tracks besides that, there aren't any.
I guess I head back down. And the golem's able to hold my weight, my increased weight at this point.
Yes, they're surprisingly able to still hold your weight, but it's a struggle for them. But they actually take you all the way down to the bottom floor at this point.
All right.
Is my spider climb still active?
I'm
Active
gonna
for like
say
an
yes.
hour.
So yeah, you still got about I'd probably say about 15-20 minutes left on the spider climb.
Okay. Was there a window I could take to go outside?
Yeah, just the scaffolding
Okay.
goes all the way up to the fourth floor. It's just that you can literally check in each room as you go around the scaffolding. So
Well, I'm just gonna step outside and kind of, well, first walk up to the top of the tower just to see what's there.
yeah, it's a moldy old roof.
Okay. Yep. Then I'm just gonna casually walk down the tower.
Okay, you walk down the tower.
Kind of sulking a little because, like, really thought we could find something cool, and now we're just kind of puzzled. But yeah, give a little sullen kick as I walk down the side of the tower.
Are there any lanterns nearby?
Lanterns.
Lit
Not really. The
oil
room's dark.
lanterns? Oh.
Nope.
I hope not.
No, no lanterns.
Really? Let's
Hey,
not make our calling card this.
Shabby tower.
Yeah, restart the tradition.
I feel like that would kind of piss off Esmeralda, but unfortunately I'm outside the tower, so I won't be able to hear your plans.
I say we leave it up to the chat if they want us to or not.
Your chat, I know who consists in that chat. That's fine. If you guys, like again, I'm the storyteller. You guys make your own actions. Is anyone else on the tower yet? So far, all I know is that Zildred's made it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the elevator and go all the way
Yeah,
down to the
I'm gonna
bottom.
go to the elevator with her.
Yep, you say call, blah, blah, they bring you down to the first floor. You guys can make your exit. Go ahead.
Well, I make my way down from the outside.
Well,
Waiting on chat.
I guess I got a plate or a suit of plate mail. We got a head. That
Smells
Come
of
on, bro.
lavender.
smells of lavender. I wonder if well, Esmeralda said she was gonna meet us at that place to the east, right?
Yeah, she is No, she's not going to meet you at the town of Valaki. She's going to meet you outside Ravenloft.
Yeah, that's right.
But the town of Valaki is at least worth investigating.
Yes,
Right.
as she's saying, in terms of finding your mark of ravens, it's a good spot to look.
Let's ask Ismark and them if they know anything about this head. A man
Hey.
named Yan.
Good idea.
Hey, you know anything about this guy? Look real close.
Did
Smell
you
him.
find that head up there in Kazan's tower? As they say that, Zildred, roll perception, please.
Oh.
Oh no, he walked out of the anti-magical force field and is now going to trigger the suit.
9.
Maybe.
You don't
9.
really notice it, but you start feeling your limbs are becoming hard to move. Everything starts to tighten up as a glow starts to come from the armor.
I want to see if I notice Zildred glowing.
What color is the glow?
It's a light blue.
Oh.
You have this glow about you, Zildred.
Yeah, you notice it. Once the word Kazan was said, the armor activated.
That's
Ah.
it.
Kazan. I say it again. Kazan.
When you say that, the armor stops.
Mhm. Nobody say the word that should not be said.
What word was that again?
Oh yes, what word could that be? Remind me, was it Kazan?
Armor activates.
Oh, no, I don't think you meant Kazan.
Yeah,
Roll
deactivate.
perception again.
Right, is gonna
Zildred
snap my
or-
limbs off.
Everyone
Oh,
roll
okay.
perception.
Ah, shit.
12.
And
8.
9.
Jumble, Ismark are the only ones who notice. So you hear another rugged voice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that word's Kazan. And laughing as the suit lights up again. Do you guys turn to hear the voice as you see 6 wolf-like figures standing on the back of their feet with a little bit of drool in their mouth as they approach you guys in your wagon from near the tower, coming out from the woods. Roll performance for that.
Hey, I got a +3 on that. 20. I am indistinguishable from a true raven.
Yeah, you definitely make the sound of a raven as if you were a raven. It is remarkable. And with that, we're gonna stop right there for the night.
Well,
And
I almost said
See the alarm
Kazan!
Kazan! Kazan!
Shazam! Kazan!
I was gonna go Kazam.
Oh my god.
Well, I might not be able to do a whole lot with this plate mail, but at least it'll protect me.
Oh yeah.
On the bright side, if we ever want him to not do something, we know the magic word to get out.
There we
That
go.
is true.
Next time Straw shows up and I'm going to try and whoop his ass.
All someone's gonna say is Kazan, and you're completely frozen in place. Though that being said, that word Kazan actually controls the armor.
Oh.
So it works kind of like a golem in a sense. So you have control of it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So maybe get out of it
Yeah.
after we deal with the
Except-
werewolves.
Zildred's inside, then you can command Zildred around. So
It's almost like a superhero. He's got an activation word.
mhm. Which, as
I
we just
am.
left off, now you guys are aware. The werewolves just spoke it, so
Ah,
they currently have control of the soup. And Zildred's inside.
It's just gonna be a battle to see
Oh.
who can say Kazan the fastest.
I'm just gonna use an action every time you guys do it.
Oh
So
my god.
I have silver tipped arrows. Let's do this.
Oh, that gives me an idea for next time. I'm gonna have to write this down. We're gonna have some fun with this.
Oh no.
but with that, now it's currently end of the night. We're not gonna get into the werewolf battle because if we start that, we won't be stopping until probably 10:30, 11. Especially now that we know
Yeah.
the word Kazan animates and unanimates the armor every time you say it. I can only imagine what the next time is going to be like with everyone yelling Kazan on every single one of their turns to try and keep this armor from being activated.
It's gonna be a battle of words. Use your words, guys.
I love how you put the pseudo armor on where the activation word is literally the guy whose tower it actually is. Like it wasn't going to
Hey.
be said ever.
well, okay. I guess it didn't work in the tower because of the anti-magic field. So I was gonna say, how did they not figure that out before?
Right.
No one ever said Kazan besides Esmeralda, which he told you whose tower it was. So you guys just completely rolled that over and kept going through. It does work in the tower, but no one said it.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay. Weird.
That's what the magic word was. Is Kazan. No one said
How
his
did
name.
Esmeralda and that dude never say it when they were alone in the tower, though?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. His name never got brought up, I guess.
We don't talk about the tower when we're in the tower.
We don't talk about Kazan.
Nope. Kazan's name was never mentioned, besides him talking to you guys.
That's good. We got a sick piece of new enchanted armor.
And I got
And
a
a
head.
head.
Yeah, not everybody in Barovia is gonna know who Kazan is.
Can we melt it down and put it in Mordecai's bullets and control people he shoots?
I don't know.
Just screams every time. Kazan.
I don't know if it works that way. I think you have to literally like make a contraption that like blows to the bloodstream, kind of like nanobites in a sense, and then use it.
Oh.
Because the armor pieces are what's enchanted, not what's in like.
So melt
or,
it
like,
down
the
and
metal
drink
itself.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably pour it down someone's throat and yell Kazan, and whatever's there will like be controlled.
Yeah,
Maybe pull it out of
pulverize
their
it
chest.
True.
into a dust and then mix the dust with water and inject them.
Jeez, oh Pete, you guys are getting intense.
Kazan's vampire army shall rise.
All right, guys, I'm going to need like 3 days and just time and let me get this figured out. We'll take care of everything.
Hmm.
Oh my lord.
Oh, the possibilities.
Oh no.
Y'all are ridiculous.
Well, and on that note, what are we playing next? We're doing
2 weeks from
Rounded
now, as far as I
Tuesday, and
know.
then 2 weeks we'll be doing this again.
Yep.
Mhm.
Back to grounded and yeah.
Maybe.
And then we also have oh, go ahead.
what?
I said,
No, you
nope, you go.
Mm-hmm. Suggestion?
Maybe we'll live stream the Ren Fair next week
Ooh.
for like a couple of minutes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we could try that.
Yeah.
Is that
We'll see if
so-
we'll let you, but that'd be cool.
What's the theme for next weekend?
Shamrocks and Shenanigans, I think.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was this weekend. Next weekend is Histories of the World.
Oh, I
No,
thought it
I-
went the other way.
it gets flipped?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
don't
the
know. We'll have
Shamrocks
to
and
look.
Shenanigans.
We'll look.
Yeah, we'll try to set that up. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's not. I wish the Viking weekend wasn't on Labor Day weekend. That's what sucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
My
Why'd it
my
have to be
favorite-
on the
my-
most busiest times?
My favorite weekend to go. Those jerks.
Mm-hmm. Nope, sorry. We're gonna make it the most busiest because it probably has the most attention and people will show up. But that's just too much time. It takes way too long to get in there. Last time we did that, it was insane.
Yeah, this weekend is Wonders of the World. Next weekend, Shamrocks and Shenanigans.
Okay, well there you go.
Okay.
A little
Yay.
luck of the Irish.
Men in kilts.
Woohoo! Wait, isn't that also the Viking one too? I'm just kidding. Well, with that, we're gonna sign off. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been fun. Can't wait for the next 2 weeks, and we will see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Check the links in the description. Send us memes and all that good stuff. And our
Yeah.
Facebook.
Kazan.
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 Ah.